Usually the conversation around here is about football. Today, the topic is gas for one of the sponsors, specifically Mobile Supreme Plus Premium Gasoline. Let's start with the fact that Mobile Supreme Plus Premium is amazing. It keeps engines 3 times cleaner, so engines perform better for better gas mileage. Just ask motorsports legend Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney. She raced top fuel dragsters in the 70s, so she knows a thing or two about gasoline. She also knows a thing or two about the 70s, so if there are any questions about leisure suits, vinyl, or fondue, fire away. One might wonder why they call her Cha-Cha. Like, is it a family name or a marketing ploy? Or maybe she thought it sounded cool. It's very curious. Getting back to fuel, Shirley and the team highly recommend Mobile Supreme Plus Premium Gas because it keeps engines 3 times cleaner for better performance and gas mileage. By the way, Cha-Cha Muldowney, she drove a pink car. Mobile. Legendary. 3 times cleaner compared to Mobile regular gas and port fuel injected engines. Actual results may vary. Visit mobilefuels.com for details.
Triple shot half-calf oat milk 2 pumps extra foam. Your coffee order might be getting a little complicated. Your toothpaste doesn't have to be. Arm & Hammer Baking Soda toothpaste keeps it simple with a powerful ingredient that works hard for you. Baking soda. That's why it's the #1 dentist-recommended baking soda toothpaste. As you brush, the baking soda particles dissolve to help break down plaque and stains for a whiter smile. So your teeth can feel clean, look bright, and make brushing a no-brainer. Try Arm & Hammer toothpaste. Simple, powerful, clean.
You'd think Travis could have played quarterback in the NFL.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to New Heights, a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. We are a show that throws a great no-look pass, a.k.a. a show that has a lot of Mahomes, if you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. a show that brings on nothing but MVP candidates, okay? We keep it up here. And we are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelsey. This is my big brother, Jason Kelsey. Follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show. As you can see, the guy next to me, Jason, man, you always do the great intros. I need a big-time intro for my guy right now.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I don't know if they can see him yet, but they're going to see him after this. Introducing the 6'2" quarterback out of White House High School. Our guest is a 4-time Pro Bowler, NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, the guy that Travis caddies for on occasion.
What?
While he's running and gunning, Travis is a flanking. For the 15th episode, we welcome number 15, Patrick Mahomes, everyone.
Wow.
Let's fucking go!
That was impressive.
Way to break the juice, baby.
I like to say 6'2" and 1/4. You know, the hair adds a little bit.
1/4.
You know.
All right, now.
I'm just saying.
It is crazy
is that
at
the
the combine.
one?
That's the combine measurement.
No, I was definitely 6'2" exactly at the combine. They went straight through the hair. They went like I had the hair up long a little bit, a little extra length, and they put a little pin just straight through it and got me.
That ain't right. They got me too. I'm not 6'5". I'm 6'4" and 7/8.
Oh, that stinks right
I looked
there.
at the fucking guy like, you fucking kidding me?
Combine gets everybody. I thought I was 6'3" my whole life. Get to the combine, 6'2" and 5/8.
Yeah,
Demoralizing. Well, welcome to the #1 sports podcast in the world, Pat. It's an honor to have you here. How's it feel? You nervous at all? You feel good?
I'm extremely nervous, not because of Travis, because of Jason and those sunglasses he's wearing. I mean, those things, how can they not intimidate you?
He put them on, man. He wears his sunglasses at night. Are you kidding me? Is it too bright right now? The lights are too bright, baby.
I don't know. I saw, Pat, I saw you wear your sunglasses for the game this week, and I felt inspired, and I didn't have anything that cool, so I actually just went and bought them.
You bought
5 seconds ago before you came in.
The X-Men, the Oakley Cyclopses?
Yeah, man.
The one that goes up.
Dude, I'm like fired up about these.
I can
can't
get you
wait
the
to-
Oakleys, man. You didn't have to buy them, man. I could have got them sent out there to you, man.
No, man, I'm a supporter. Hey,
Yeah,
look
right.
at that guy.
I appreciate the
Those
support
things are
right
sweet,
there, man.
Those things are sweet.
Well, Trav, what do we got coming up on the episode?
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through, big guy. We got this is not a traditional interview. I mean, we kind of said it during the Jalen thing. I'm not sure if we're even professional enough to conduct an interview. So this is just to be a fun huddle, man. 3 dudes in the league, and we got some questions teed up for you, but obviously feel free to talk about any topic here, audible, any type of way, you know how. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But first, Jason, we got to start with our favorite segment, man.
New news.
New news.
Oh, well, I'm not
Can
ready
you
for
hit
this
us with
one.
one, Pat?
Not ready. New news.
Not ready? All right, let's do it again.
ready.
We'll do it again.
3,
All right,
2,
ready?
1.
New news.
New news.
news. You know, my voice doesn't really hit that high pitched.
All right, one more.
It's hard.
You-
Takes a lot of
my
practice.
voice.
We'll do it again.
Can I go low? Can I go low?
Dude, you can go wherever you want
Whatever.
with this thing. Yeah, for sure.
Listen, make it Mahomesy.
All right, I got you.
New
News.
New news.
Hey,
Yeah, it's got to
was
stay
a-
down,
Hey.
down low.
I like that. He's a
Down
baritone.
there in Texas, baby.
All right. Well, we just got a quick one today for the new news. So obviously we got Pat here, and we're going to take our audience behind the scenes to reveal how this came together. But first of all, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there with you guys. I really wanted to be there, but honestly, the Chiefs wouldn't let me in the building. And
We know how fucking sneaky you are, dude.
yeah, well, I think that's what it comes down to. You know, obviously the Eagles trusted Travis. He's a very trustworthy person.
Terrible decision.
And
Got
you
so
know,
much good shit on you guys, dude. It's great.
they really did not think that they wanted to open the door up for me. And you know what? It makes sense because I had a sneaky camera and I was going to take photos of everything in case we meet in the Super Bowl. I was getting all of that.
Yeah, you're thinking super.
So
I'm thinking longevity.
good job by Chief Security to keep me out. But this setup works
I
nonetheless.
made sure that I snuck in that draft room, man. I know what your guys' future looks like.
Wow.
You don't even know
Pretty
this.
impressive. There's no way Travis got
Well,
anything.
there's no way.
Little do you know, Travis,
I didn't make
Howie
it past
is
the
10 steps
cafeteria.
ahead of you. Little do you know Howie is 10 steps ahead of you, and he has a decoy draft room. That was the decoy draft room you were in.
Man.
All right.
Crazy.
Pat, did you feel the pressure on Twitter to come on the show, or did Travis? Who invited you on here? I feel like there was just so many things happening. What led to this?
Well, I think you
on your
know.
end.
I think you know more than anybody that Travis is the worst planner in the world. So he actually, I think it was like week 3 or 4. He was just kind of walked by me in the meeting room and was just like, "Hey, you want to come on the show?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure, man." Never heard anything else until you came at me on Twitter. So yeah, you know Travis, man. He's just the worst planner in America. And
Dude, I can't ask for shit, man. I was literally I walked into that bit. I was like on the drive-in. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna ask him today, dude. I'm gonna ask him as soon as I see him. I'm gonna just be like, dude, you want to come on the show? And for the first time I saw you, we were just in passing, and it was like the shortest conversation ever.
dude, he was walking up the steps, like going to the tight end room, and I'm sitting in here about to have my meeting with the QBs, and he just you want to be on the show? Huh? And I was just like, what? Yeah,
thumbs
maybe.
up, thumbs down, maybe. No? All right, think about it. We'll get back to it.
It's not a bad strategy. It's kind of like a bolt play. Just catch the defense off guard, you know?
It's like when you get the
Hey,
quick, quick cadence, you know, you get up there quick and just snap it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Decision.
Hey, you want to come on the show? Great. See ya. Well, thank you so much for coming on New Heights. We got some fan base names we've been looking at to try and figure out what we're going to call the viewers of the New Heights podcast. So far, we've had New Heights hooligans, New Heights scoundrels. We got a lot of like bandits and kind of like names that are names of mischief thrown around there. The New Heights 92 percenters, an ode to a made up quarterback sneak percentage that I did on the show, but it's become a reality somehow. And another one that
You made that
just
up?
thought of today. Well, I think it was. I think I've heard it.
I believed it.
But it's for sure a statistic now.
It's got to be up there. It's got to be up to 90, right?
I mean, I'm like 95% and one kneecap short of being 100%. Dude, so I mean, I believe in the quarterback sneak as well, but just sometimes you just got to watch out for your kneecaps.
You got to tell.
I
You got to
think
tell it from
after-
your side of the view.
After watching that quarterback sneak, I think it makes a ton of sense that you don't do quarterback sneaks.
Yeah,
I
no,
think you're a
but-
little bit more valuable. Let's have Noah Gray come in here and do this quarterback sneak.
Well, I will say I know y'all have talked about it before, but yeah, it was a third down in Denver, I believe, maybe a fourth down, and I got the first down, and he fell on my knee, and I remember being on the ground and just looking at it, and my kneecap was in the side of my calf, and I didn't know what to do, so I just froze up. And the worst part was the reaction from every teammate I have. You know, guys usually kind of boost you up. I had dudes running 50 yards away from me, just running down to the other side of the field. But yeah, that was luckily.
Nobody's offering support.
No,
Dude,
no.
Hey man, it's gonna be like,
Austin
oh my
Ryder.
gosh!
Austin Ryder's just.
Austin Ryder's my center's yelling, "Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!" I'm like, can't move. I can't move. What do you want me to do? My kneecap is in the back of my leg. So what am I supposed to do?
Shout out to Austin taking one for the team and just kind of laying there, making sure everything, the storm calmed.
It's honestly crazy. And you came back later that game. Like you didn't miss any time,
no,
right?
Yeah, so I went out of the game. I went back to the locker room and I had to get the X-rays and stuff like that. And it was a funny story because they hit me with the, "Oh, you look and everything's negative. Look good. And so I went back in the locker room and I was ready to go back on the field. And they had like the intern trainers in there with you at that point. And I walked up to the guy and I was just like, "Hey, am I going back out there?" And he's like, he starts looking around. He's like, no, sir, you're not. And I'm like, and then me, I'm flipping out. Why not? My knee's fine. They said negative.
Dude, wrong place, wrong time, bud.
No, but it was. I ended up having to sit out for like 2 weeks, but they made me sit out. I was at practice on Wednesday the next week, so I was trying to get back in there, but the team was trying to be smart in a sense.
Precautionary about it. You already know.
I think that makes sense.
100%.
When the kneecaps in the back of your calf, they should wait for further diagnosis.
I was pretty hyped because I have small calves, and so it kind of made it kind of bulge out a little bit more.
That boy saved that picture. It's like, oh yeah, that's what these calves need to look like. That's some good shit right there.
Well, Pat, now that you've been on the show, the New Heights name we've been thinking about. What about New Heights Mahomes? Is that you kind of already have a Mahomes out there? We don't want to interfere with the foundation work.
Yeah, I think y'all. I mean, I love my homies, but for y'all, it's got to be New Heights homies. Because I mean, you got to follow the 8 New Heights homies. I mean, that just flows off a little bit better than the homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
without a doubt,
all right.
I think y'all. I like that one, but I like. What was the first one? Hooligans. I like that one too. That one's that fits y'all perfectly.
We'll get back to our conversation with Pat in just a minute. But if there's one thing you guys watching already know is that I have strong opinions on food. So I would never bring up anything less than the best, which is why we're really excited to partner with Factor. Factor shops, preps, cooks, and delivers to your door so you can enjoy chef-catered, dietitian-approved meals during the holidays, minus the hassle. Plus, with 34 meals per week, you'll have plenty of nutritious, flavorful options to choose from. Factor now offers 34 meals per week and 36 plus add-on options like smoothies, juices, snacks, and more to keep going no matter what I have going on. And what will be super helpful to me is stressing less over mealtime. Factor's no prep, no mess meals free up time otherwise spent shopping, cooking, and doing cleanup so you can fully enjoy the holidays without wasting hours in the kitchen. So head to go.factor75.com/newheights60 and use code newheights60 to get 60% off your first box. That's code newheights60 at go.factor75.com/newheights60 to get 60% off your first box. Real quick, just a heads up, we're recording this just a couple days after the Chargers game. Trav, keep going.
All right, now let's get to the actual episode. 12 big topics with my guy Pat. Jason leads us off with the biggest and most important question of all. This is where you talk. Are you
going to do that again, or are we taking that?
No, I thought that was pretty smooth. Sometimes everybody hits a little lift every now and then.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Well, Pat, the biggest question on our audience's mind, and really on our mind, we've all been drafted by Andy Reid. So we got to pay homage to Andy Reid, and I think the only way to do it is to have a burger rating. The Burger King himself, Andy Reid, King Burger aficionado. We've had a little bit of a debate on our show about what's the best burger joint.
Yes.
So we want to hear it from you. Out of these three, you got In-N-Out, Five Guys, Whataburger.
Whataburger.
He almost beat you to the punch.
I mean, yeah. It was like he was just waiting for it to come out of my mouth. It almost came out like Whataburger, Whataburger.
I was saying it regardless.
That's kind of how it sounded.
That was coming out. Dude, Whataburger, so you're being a little kid that grew up in Texas, and Whataburger being down the street, and mom's just like, I mean, I'm at work. What are you going to do for food? I mean, I had to go Whataburger like every other day, and I fell in love with it. I've tried to get Travis in on it a little bit.
Dude,
I brought him to Kansas City.
I'm in on the train.
But the burgers, I mean, first off, are world class, and then they actually have a variety of things that you can get. And I've put Travis on the honey butter chicken biscuit, which is a little breakfast sandwich that they have there. It's really slept on unless you're from Texas.
I just love saying honey butter chicken biscuit.
I mean, it's
Honey
the
butter chicken. These guys got great rhythm in their naming.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, I'm going to go to Whataburger and get a honey butter chicken biscuit. What is it called? Honey butter biscuit.
This dude's out of control.
They got the chicken barbecue cheese Texas toast sandwich. I mean, there's so much there's a
Dude, now
variety there.
That's my favorite. If it's morning, obviously going with the honey butter chicken biscuit. But if it's any time like past midnight and I'm hammered and I'm going Whataburger, that barbecue sandwich, that chicken sandwich on Texas toast.
And then to put the kind of final stamp on it, the best ketchup I've ever eaten, and as someone who's a ketchup connoisseur, I mean that's a very, very high praise.
Where does
Not just a Heinz 57?
No, dude, the fancy ketchup at Whataburger is special. It is completely special.
What makes it
I mean,
special?
it's
So
called
I've never
fancy
had.
ketchup?
It's
I've
called
never had
fancy
Whataburger.
ketchup. It's called fancy ketchup. I think there's got to be like
This
1,000 more milligrams of salt in it.
This
'cause
is
it just
crazy
is so much
news.
better.
This is crazy news. So this is where your love for ketchup started.
Yes,
Was
100%.
Whataburger. This
The
makes so
fancy
much
ketchup.
sense. Everybody.
So I'm now convinced. I've never been to Whataburger, and I really want to try it now. But I'm convinced these guys are the advertising kings. Hey, how do we make ketchup better? Call it
Fancy.
ketchup.
This guy, Whataburger's killing it. I didn't even realize they were killing it like that. That's awesome, man.
Are there any up on the East Coast? I haven't ever seen it up here.
So
I'd have to go to Texas to see it.
No, so we actually have brought some to Kansas City now.
Yep.
There's a couple
Okay.
in Florida and a couple in Oklahoma. But Oklahoma, until Kansas City, was the most north they had ever been. And so I just worked my magic in there, met the right people there
Magic
in Dallas,
Mahomes.
Texas, and got them to bring it to Kansas City. And the Chiefs Kingdom has loved it so far, and we're going to keep that thing going.
All right now.
I know what I'm getting next time I'm in KC.
You know
Alrighty.
it. You know it. Well, let's move on to these Andy Reid stories, man. I know I got a plethora of them, man. Take us back to the first day you kind of met Coach Reid. Maybe was it draft day, or did he bring you in before, or what?
Yeah, no. So the first day that I met Coach Reid was at the facility. We had like the meetings, like the top 30 visits, and
Yeah.
so that was the first time I really met him. At that time there was like no time limit, so I was in there for like 5 hours. He's just
getting
going through
grilled.
plays, and I'm going to give you all the inside scoop. Matt Nagy, who was our quarterback coach now, was the offensive coordinator then. He really liked me, so he gave me the plays they were going to go over the night before. So Coach Reid's finding out here live on New Heights podcast.
Oh my gosh.
And so
Nagy.
Matt, Nagy.
He gave you answers to
gave
the test.
you.
Let's go.
And so, so of course I crushed the meeting. I stayed up all night studying those plays, and so
Man, this kid is locked in. We got ourselves a winner here.
and so the rest was history, man. I met Coach Reid. He went over the plays. We went and had some lunch.
Dude, that's
he had a
gold.
couple cheeseburgers, and then we went back, and I went on back on the board, and I seemed like I was a guru in a sense because I knew every single play and every check.
Let's go, man. That's fucking epic. Shout out to Nags, man. It's been awesome to have Nags back in the building too, man.
Dude, he's the best, man. And I mean, I loved Kafka, and Kafka's doing
Oh, yeah.
great stuff there in New York on the
Killing it.
Giants now.
He was a teammate with Jason
Oh
over there
yeah,
in Philly.
Dude, my first quarterback room, Mike Kafka was one of the backup quarterbacks. Matt Nagy was the quality control coach in there. Doug Peterson was the quarterback coach.
Wow.
And Andy
Nice.
Reid was the head coach.
That's
that was the
that's
who
a
was
hell of a
in that
lineup
room.
right there. That's
Yeah.
a hell
It's
of a
crazy
lineup.
to see how all of their careers
And Nick
have
Foles.
continued.
Folesy was in there, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he was there my second year.
Oh,
he got
okay.
drafted the second year.
Yeah, no, but
So
it's crazy to see, man. I mean, every coach you know this with Coach Reid and now his tree. It's like every coach that's in that building starts off quality control and within like 5 to 10 years is a head coach somewhere.
It's
And
crazy.
it says
man.
that they just do it the right way, man.
You already
That's
know,
right.
Coach Reid's got the magic formula, man. He's got and then Nags obviously had a stint in Chicago, but him being back, man, his energy and his ability to teach the certain plays that he's teaching in terms of the pass game, man, it just makes it so much easier on guys, especially on like a transition year where we got a lot of new faces in the wide receiver room. You can't say enough about how the coaching staff has made it easy for guys to come in, learn the offense, and play free, man.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. And obviously we have EB too. Who EB is that guy that can get the best out of you, and get the most out of you every day, holds people accountable. And then to have a guy like Nagy, who's another form of a teacher, it's good to be able to hit him with both ways of teaching to get the best out of everybody.
Heck yeah. What a lot of people don't understand is that the QB room is arguably the most competitive situation every single day. Like when I tell you, I hear Nagy arguing about a rule of like how they're going to judge a certain points. Like it's every single day on like who's putting together the blitz cards, you know what I mean? And it's just it's little stuff like that, and it's just ultra competitive, and they all talk about it. It's one of the most fascinating rooms I've ever been in. Yeah.
And I don't know about you, Jason, but I'm just going to say I'm kind of an asshole about the blitz protection plan. I want that thing pristine before we step into the game.
I can't say things on this show, but yeah, I get very animated when it comes to the cards, scout team looks, blitz pickup.
Dude, I've literally gotten so pissed that I had to reel it back because it's just practice. But I'll literally go up and yell at the people across from me. It's just like, they're not gonna fucking do it like that. Don't play inside leverage when it's single high. I don't care if I got out breaking route. Make me work to get open in this route.
So in their defense, the guys that are out there, especially during the walkthroughs, aren't in the meetings where we're making a lot of these decisions. So like. It's like, oh yeah, when this guy's outside leverage, it's here. When the field safety's at this spot of the field, it's going to be this, or the boundary safety's here. Like, and then you go out there and those guys are just doing like a generic look, and it's not tied into it at all, and it's frustrating.
Dude, that's one of the worst, dude. I'll call him out immediately. I'm just yelling, "Get your cards right, get your cards right," the whole time.
We're for those of you that don't necessarily know what the cards are and everything, the defense, when the offense's first team offense is up, will have scouted cards to give a good look on what we think the defense will play in the game, so that each strategy or each situation will have a good idea of how to run something or the certain type of look that we're expecting to get. And sometimes the looks are just like, I got nothing out of that play.
When I think it's a mark of a good team, though. Like when you're focused on the details, it makes a big difference, and it's hard to get those details right for a scout team in the middle of a week. But it's frustrating for sure.
Well, let's get back to Andy Reid in the 2017 draft, man. Makes the Alex Smith trade in 2018. Was there a passing of the torch kind of like conversation? I mean, you and Alex were like brothers. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was awesome to see how he embraced that situation, how you embraced that situation. That year was so much fun, because Alex had his best year. You know what I mean? So, and we took off as an offense. But just touching on that, was there any between you and Coach or between you and Alex, kind of that passing the torch?
Yeah, I think it was more me and Alex at that time. I just thanked him, man. I mean, he could have been someone that just kind of went off and did his own thing, but he welcomed me into that quarterback room.
Yeah.
And I know I'm getting all serious now, but he didn't have to do that. I mean, he could have just went out there and done his thing and been a great quarterback like he was that year, and let me be on my own. But he taught me so much. It helped me become a better player, because coming from college, dude, you just kind of go out there and you ball. You just figure it out there. But I learned how you become a pro, and I think that's what made me have so much success early in my career. Was I just watched Alex and was like, man, I want to do that. I need to do this to prepare myself. And so after he got traded, I thanked him. I had a great relationship with his family. I still do. See him out in Tahoe when we play the golf tournament out there. But he did it the right way, man, and that's why he had so much success in his career. And I think you can attest to that, man. Even before I was here, he was having success in this offense.
A pro's pro, man. You can't say enough about Smitty, man. You're talking about kind of like how he taught you how to be a professional. He taught me just in his actions alone. I tell the story of how you the wives and girlfriends were in a volleyball league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The wives and girlfriends of the team were in a volleyball league. So we made it our job on Tuesdays to just go and at least, show them some support that they show us on game day. We showed up on their game day, and I pull up on Pat at the car, and he's got this notebook, and obviously he's watching film, but this notebook is just full of, shit that I can't even read. And I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. I'm just like, man, I ain't doing that. I need to be doing that shit. What is that? You know what I mean? Just like, damn, man, this guy's taking notes. Like, God, what are you doing there, bud? And it's just like, did he teach you a certain level of professional, little nuggets of gold like that? I'm not even sure what to even ask in terms of that, because
I think the biggest thing Alex did for me was teach me what I need to watch film wise during the week. what days to watch it to prepare yourself for the next day. And for me, I come in Monday, Tuesday, and I'm just watching games. I obviously watch the game we played the day before, but I'm watching like 5 to 6 games of the other team just to get a general sense of the feeling of what they're doing. And then after we put the base install plan in, I watched the third down cut up before I leave the building that day because Alex did that, and it taught me to let's get a day ahead on the third downs before I step in here and we get the plan in here. Let me have a day ahead on that, and then the same thing the next day with the red zone, and then the short yardage and goal line. It's the same every day. I kind of would just add a little by little, so it didn't overwhelm me, and I wasn't watching so much film at once. But I have a good feeling for each situation in the game, and it helped me so much because instead of just playing out there, when I get in situations in the game, I have a good feeling for the defense likes to get to these coverages. They like to play this leverage on the DB with the DBs, and it helps me execute at a high level. So having Alex, man, I'll forever say it, man. It probably made my game jump 3 steps. When I could have took 3 years to get those 3 steps.
100%, man. There was probably a lot of trial and error through that guy's career that got him to the point where he got that perfect routine Monday through Friday.
Dude, the guy had,
you know what I mean?
The guy had 7 offensive coordinators in 6 years in San Francisco, man. I mean, he literally had to learn through trial by fire, and he taught me how to not make those same mistakes. And from little things like in under center, I'm coming from the shotgun every single play. He's like, hey, have your feet like this. It'll help you get out from under center faster.
Yeah.
I mean, like just little things like that you would never think of when you step into the league.
Man, those vet guys you can lean on, man. You don't realize how much they change your perspective on the game until until they leave. But for me, that was huge for a guy like Anthony Fasano. My first couple years coming in and just observing how he's a professional Monday through Friday, and to find those routine things to keep your body fresh every Sunday. You got to do certain stuff in the weight room, on the field, and recovery, and all this stuff. And Anthony he didn't have to do that. Like you said, There's a lot of guys out here that are saying, I'm not a mentor, man. I'm not out here, bullshit. All right, if you're a team guy, you're going to help the guy next to you no matter if the world thinks he's better than you or not. You know what I mean? Like I love feeding the tight ends that come into this building with as much information as I could possibly give them on how to get open in routes, how to be more comfortable in this offense. If you're not helping out the guy next to you, what are we fucking doing?
Exactly.
Man?
And more times than not, it doesn't work out for the other guy that doesn't want to help him. Because usually the guy that doesn't want to help him is not helping because of like some perceived job security threat. And I've seen that not work out so many times. Most of the times when a vet is willing to help somebody else, not only are you helping that guy, you're helping the room, you're helping the team, you're helping like the entire culture. And the way this business works is when you're winning, everybody gets taken care of. Everybody, Andy Reid, the reason why all those coaches keep getting hired everywhere is because he wins, right? He sets up these cultures that are successful. And, I think all of us have been fortunate to be on good cultures where you see that most of the time be the case. And it does go a long way. It goes a long way, even not even specifically helping, just being welcoming, man. Just being a good person, welcoming, and having confidence in a younger guy is sometimes like the biggest thing you can do.
Dude, yeah. And on the other end of that too, the young guy has to show that they're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. And I think that's what Alex kind of understood about me was I wasn't going around like asking him like, hey, what are you doing here? I would just follow him and just learn. Hey, what time are you going to be in the building on Monday when we have our off day? He's like, I'm coming in at 9. I'm there at 8:45, sitting in the room waiting for him to get there. So just stuff like that. That's how you get better in this game.
That's awesome stuff, man. Getting back to Andy Reid though, man. The commercial was my favorite State Farm commercial of all fucking time. You got some good State Farm commercials. They do it right over there. How did the commercial come about, man? Because it's not easy to get Coach Reid to do stuff like that.
Hold up now over there, Jason. So, like we're having the problem with Travis right now, I was terrified to ask him to be on the commercial. So they asked me first. They were like, hey, will you ask Coach Reid to be in the commercial? And I said, 100% not. I will not ask him to do that. And so
you guys are crazy,
I said, if y'all want to, I mean, y'all go ahead, do your thing. And so they asked him. He asked me first. He's like, you cool with me doing this? Like, if you wanted me to do it, I'm like, I would love it, Coach. It'd be hilarious.
Man. What a guy.
And so so I get there. And he's already on set. And he's already shooting, and because he's the star of of that commercial, he's the star of the show. And so I come on set, and I can just see, y'all know Coach Reid's look, man. He was not having it. He had been on set for a couple hours. He was not having it at that point, and
he's over it.
Yeah, and then he turns around and sees that mustache on me. Brightened his day up. He's brightened his day up. All of a sudden, he's cracking jokes. He's ad-libbing, making his own lines up, everything, dude. And so that was a classic. I got it early, and I sent it immediately to Trav, and I was like, dude, you got to watch this.
I was in tears, dude. I showed everybody, man. That shit was awesome.
But now he messed up because now he's going to have to hop on another commercial. He doesn't even know it yet. But so he's going to have to be there's going to be an encore. He has to have one.
You're a superstar.
Yeah, after that performance, you've got to have you got to have a sequel. No question about it.
That was awesome, man. Jason, it's on you, bud.
All right. Well, you and Travis are known for having quite the bromance, Pat. I see you guys hanging out all the place. I got to make it out there with Tahoe with you guys one year, but it's such a big bromance that even Brittany is jealous. She tweeted out how jealous she was of your guys' relationship a few weeks ago. What were your honest first impressions of Travis? And vice versa. How did this bromance come together?
Should I tell him the story, dude? The story.
That's your call.
That's
man.
my call. It's a bad look on me, but so obviously I get here at the beginning of the year, and I'm still a rookie, so I'm just kind of going through the motions, trying to figure out the best way to kind of fit in. And I think the first time that I thought, I was like, me and Travis we're gonna be connected throughout my entire career was. You remember when we had the 4th preseason game? We used to have a little off time. You had like a little weekend. You played on Thursday. You kind of had a little week. Well, Coach Reid always would give you the walkthrough the day before the actual walkthrough. And me being a kid fresh out of college, I had a couple buddies that were rookies with me, and they were like, "Let's go out. It's Saturday, man. Let's go out.
Yeah.
We'll have the
Training
walkthrough
camp
on
just
Sunday."
Got done. We're done with
just
preseason.
got back from St. Joe's. We had a great preseason. So we go out, and Coach Reid had told us the next day at like 8 o'clock we're going to have a 15-minute walkthrough done. That's all you have on Sunday. So I set 8 alarms on my phone. I have them all. I go out with the rookies. Of course, I get out there, and I see old Travis Kelce out at the same spot as I'm at, and I'm like, "Hey, let's." Trav's like, "Come on, all y'all come over here to the table.
Let's do this.
Let's have a great time." So I have a great night. Get home, have all my alarms set. I made sure of that. Go to sleep, wake up, not to an alarm, wake up, look at the TV, and I see 8:15 on my TV screen on the resting thing. I didn't put my phone in the charger, so my phone died. And
I've done
a rookie mistake.
too many times.
And so I obviously drove to the facility extremely fast. Dangerous.
You can't overlook that initial feeling of understanding that you're not going to make it there on time is the
Your
most
heart
like
just drops.
No, this isn't happening.
This isn't happening.
This isn't happening.
Am I dreaming?
And then immediately you just start telling yourself how uselessly, you stupid idiot, how could you do this? You suck. You idiot. You're so unaccountable, man. You can't. Get it together, man.
And then to complete the story, I get there and I get to the facility and they're already in the walkthrough, obviously already going. And I walk up to the door and like how the Chiefs facility is built, the defense does it on the first side of the field and the offense is on the other side. And I was like, there is no chance I'm walking through the defense late to get to the offense side of the walkthrough.
I ain't going out.
Meanwhile, we're playing the Super Bowl champs, the Patriots, like on opening night that week. And so I sit in the locker room, and I'm just sitting there shaking my head, and they call me up to the office, and I get like the max fine, all this different stuff, feel like an idiot. And I thought it was so weird that the first question they asked me was, "Were you with Travis?" And I was like, no, not at all. Why would you even ask that? And long story short, Travis was also late. He got there 5 minutes before me.
Oh, fuck, dude.
So
I'm sitting there. Dude, I'm coming into the building like, fuck, man. I can't believe I fucking screwed this up again, man. Because I'm not going to say I'm notorious for late, but I screwed up a few times before and have been late. So I'm in my head about it. I'm like, man, Coach Reid is going to kill me, man. I can't even look at this guy in his eyes. I'm going to be looking down at the ground while he tells me I'm the worst teammate ever, man. And I walk into the building, and they're like, were you with Pat last night? Where's Pat at? I was just like, my dog. dog, man. I'm not alone. Let's go, man. At that point, I knew we were teammates, man. I knew that guy was going to win a Super Bowl.
Ride or die together, baby.
I will say, since then, though, I believe me and Travis have never been late again. So that we have been on the straight and narrow since then. So I won't be late again. I don't know about Travis.
I can't. I don't think Coach Reid will stand me ever being late again. So I'd make sure I get my ass up and going early, man.
Dude, I was late one time in college. Do you remember the college rule? And in Cincinnati, if you were late for the Friday morning lift, they would make you, the whole team, do stadium steps.
Oh yeah.
Until the guy showed up, and they would take somebody to go get him.
Oh, my gosh.
I woke up, same thing, realized I was late. In my street clothes, went straight into the stadium and just started doing stadium steps.
Let's go, man.
They made me go for an hour and a half.
This is how bad I was.
Your teammates can respect that, though. Your teammates were like, this guy cares.
No, he feels bad about it. He's doing it in Timberlands. It's sweet. I remember I used to do what is it? I used to have like a psychological yeah, man. I mean, time is time, you know. Back in college, I wasn't really pressed about being late. So I would show up late or something like that, and I would get told I got to be at that 5 o'clock stadium step run, and I would be ready. That was the only thing I was on time for, and just like Rocky Balboa, that shit, just like sprint the fuck out of them and just be like, I'm getting better today, baby. So they stopped making me run stadium steps and started making me push pennies on like the weight room floor, which is not a slippery surface.
What?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I had to push pennies with my finger, and I wasn't allowed
I've heard of plate pushes.
No, dude.
I've never heard of penny pushes.
Pennies against a weight room floor, and I had to do it in a figure eight, and I wasn't allowed to be on like my knees or like
your
laying
knees,
down.
Yeah, you're like bear crawling essentially.
Yeah, I had to stand up.
That sounds terrible.
Dude, couldn't get hyped for that one, so they beat me on that one.
The sickest thing I've done in college was have you done like the rolls where you have to get like this and this barrel roll across the field? Everybody's just throwing up the entire time.
Terrible.
Well, my first punishment, it was a team punishment for everybody was missing class. Kingsbury had us do that, but he played Get Your Roll On, which like, everybody get your roll on. He played it for like 30 minutes straight. And everybody's just rolling and throwing up. I'm like, this is just psychological warfare by Coach Kingsbury out here at Texas Tech.
That's good stuff.
When you hear that song to this day, do you have like Pavlov's dog? Like, are you like immediately?
No,
just
I hate it. I hate it immediately. All I think about is how sick I was that Wednesday morning at 4:30 before class.
That boy's stomach starts turning over, man. That's good shit.
Well, how has your guys' relationship changed since that first meeting? Like now, Travis, he was a groomsman with you. Like, I mean, you guys have been together for 6 years now?
Yeah. It's our sixth season.
Yeah, let me because the first time I actually remember meeting Pat was in the locker room, just dapped him up, and observing his rookie year was extremely cool. We already talked about Alex and how they both, kind of embraced that situation, which was awesome. But Pat immediately became a favorite in the locker room because of that. You know what I mean? Because of how good of a teammate he was, because of how he embraced that entire situation, knowing the elephant in the room. And he was just a genuine, natural, relatable guy to everybody. And I think a lot of that kind of goes back to you growing up in a locker room, you being around all that with your father playing in the league and the MLB, and being around all these different walks of life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And his ability to relate to guys is one of his biggest leadership qualities. And I attest to that, and I think that that was definitely what made me be like, man, this guy is a great teammate. He can ball. I just couldn't think of anything that you were doing wrong, man, except for showing up late with my sorry ass. And it was cool to see, man. And then on top of that, obviously you took it to a whole nother level and got MVP the next year. So I had to make sure I shouted you out on that one, man. That shit's cool, man. No,
and then as you said, as it evolved over time, I think which I think Jason knows too now from being in Kansas City a little bit here is I feel like we both love and we work our ass off in the building, but we like to have a good time and enjoy it with the people that we kind of were brought up with. And I love that about Travis is that he still hangs out with all his boys from Cleveland Heights, baby. You know him, and so it's he still hangs out with them. I still hang out with all my same buddies I hung out, played baseball, basketball, football with growing up. And we've kind of, our groups have kind of become friends because of that. And so we like to have a good time. When we play golf, I feel like I've gotten Travis into golf even more because I like to play golf so much.
For sure.
We'll have people over to the houses. He'll invite me and all my family over to the house. I've been down there shooting some hoops with Jason a little bit.
All right.
So we just like to have everyone just feel welcomed, and I think that's what has kind of built our relationship, and it's kind of evolved into what y'all see today.
100%, man. Awesome. That shit's, and it just makes it fun, man. When you're going to work with guys that you respect, with guys that you love to have fun with, man, it just makes every single day that much better. And especially when you get a big time win on Sunday night like the way we did, doggone, man, fire it up, baby. Talk about golf though, man. We've been to a few golf outings, man. You got any favorites outside? I mean, I feel like Tahoe is the ultimate. But.
Yeah, Tahoe is definitely the ultimate, but I think our win in the Justin Timberlake golf tourney,
the 8 a.m.
That's pretty cool.
8 a.m. Invitational, that was by far my favorite because me and Travis played out of our mind, out of nowhere.
I've never played that.
Travis played out of his. I thought you carried it.
Well, no, this
Travis
is
played out of his
let me
mind.
explain what happened the first day. The first day, I'm like the streakiest putter of all time. I call myself the J.R. Smith of putting because if you ever seen J.R. Smith play basketball,
JR,
he's gonna hit 5 threes and then miss 5. It's
also
just how
a great
he is.
golfer.
Way better golfer than me. But so I did well. I drove the ball well. And then me and Travis traded off this kind of the second shots, but for like the first 9 holes, I could not make one putt, and Travis made all of them.
Dude, and
wow.
when I get on the green, I get like the shakes. I'm the worst on the fucking. I'm a mental head case. I can't see whether it's.
Did you got the belly putter going? Is that what you're doing?
No, he has
I might need to fucking switch it up and go with the belly putter.
He has like the Caddyshack golden putter, dude. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I'm going for looks.
Straight blade. No lines or anything on it. No sweet spot. Just a piece of hot iron sitting right there.
Looks great. I think it's like 50 pounds, but it's pure gold. It looks like.
And we're paired up with Michelle Wee and Kira Dixon, and
Great
they're
golfers.
actually playing out of their mind. And we're. I feel like we were down for a little bit, and then we finally climbed back to neck and neck. And it was like their competitiveness and us being like, man, we gotta keep it going, or they're gonna embarrass us.
And then all of a sudden, I roll in like a 20-footer. Don't know how I made it, but it was a dead center the whole time. And then the rest of the time,
not just one though. Not just one.
I just couldn't miss a putt the rest of the day. I don't know. I've never been that.
He drained at least 3 on that back 9 that were 10, 15, 20 plus, and it was epic. And obviously, you're in Vegas, so it was like the excitement at the end of that golf round just led to an epic evening at the 8 a.m.
I was just as hot on the tables after that too. So it was a great weekend in Vegas.
That sounds tremendous.
All right,
So you guys do the golf. Do you guys do any other sports? Do you do pickleball? I know you guys got the basketball down there in Travis's basement, but we're big pickleball in Philadelphia.
We definitely get after it in pickleball, man. There's a big spot out here called Chicken and Pickle. Our guy Garrick Dater over there helping out. He's he got me into it. I don't know how else to explain it other than he was like, "Hey, you want to come down to Chicken and Pickle?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
That's exactly what I thought, dude. He's like, "We're gonna go play pickleball." I'm like, "What? This is 5 years ago, by the way, before the trend of pickleball
People
has
really
kind
knew
of
what
grown."
it was.
And so we go out there, and I'm in there with like jeans and like nice shoes.
It's like
and
a
I'm
Friday
like,
night
I'm thinking it's like a bar
occasion, yeah. Which it is. It is a bar. It's an awesome bar.
And then by the end of it, every time I'm like, just don't go too hard. And then all of a sudden, I'm dripping in sweat,
Full of
like
sweat.
pulling my
can't
jeans
help it.
above my knees. I'm like, it's every time.
The juices get flowing, man. And I feel like all competitive athletes don't necessarily know the actual rules of pickleball, so we just like initially we played.
Oh, dude!
I'm just playing table tennis.
It's just
I'm
big
playing
ping
table
pong.
tennis rules.
Jordan Mailata, 6'9", is serving overhand to me. I'm like, bro, this is not acceptable. You cannot do this. Just ace. I'm like, bro.
That's pretty good right there.
Andre Agassi, you got to lob it over. All right, it's got to bounce.
I didn't understand what the kitchen. I never understood what that was. I'm just on the
Stay
net
out
the
kitchen.
entire
Gotta
time.
stay out
That
the
was
kitchen. Oh, I thought
For
the
like
red
3
zone
years,
was
when we
for me. I thought I was.
For 3 years, the immediate strategy was who could get to the net first, and they're going to immediately dominate the point.
Pickleball, baby. Who would have knew that thing would have took off the way it is, man? We got to get a team going, man. It's going to be an Olympic sport eventually.
100%.
We might as well
Yeah,
go
I'm all
full
in on
throttle and
pickle.
try and go for gold.
Hey. Well, On the Today Show interview that you had, Pat, you said that you didn't even have a tight end in college.
That's crazy.
Do you, and I don't even know, we kind of argued about this on one of our last shows, but is Travis even a tight end? But anyways, what's it feel like to have a tight end?
No, I mean, it was.
Would you prefer the tight end or?
Yeah,
Dude,
is it overrated?
I love having a tight end, and
having a few. We got a few.
Having a few of them,
Yeah.
But no, it was cool for me to see. I mean, I come from an offensive spread out. You know, we were throwing the ball over the yard, but it was all receivers and running backs that could play receiver, all that different type of stuff, and kind of like the Eagles have out there. But it's when I saw Travis. I mean, obviously I got blessed with Travis as my first tight end that I had seen, and I was like, I mean, wait, this guy can be this big, and he blocks, and then he runs routes like this. I was like, this is awesome. And so we've been blessed that Coach Reid does a great job of getting the tight ends involved in the offense.
100%.
Travis, luckily enough for me, it seems like the older he gets, is the younger his legs get. So it's helped out to have someone that can be that safety blanket for me, and it's been cool to see him evolve because, I mean, now I think he was in year 6 when I got here, and now I'm in year 6, and he's still rolling and still making things happen.
All right now. I will say this, though. Andy Reid definitely created, like, a new version of the tight end position.
Yeah.
And without a doubt, I think it kind of attests to him being a tight end coach in Green Bay. I love Coach Reid. He does little stuff like this. He opened the door in the tight end room. All the tight ends are just sitting at the table. He opened the door of the tight end room. He's like, name one coach that's ever had 2 Pro Bowl tight ends in one season. And we're all just sitting there like, what is it? I mean, it's got to be him. It's like right here. And I guess he had 2 of them in Green Bay. It had to be Green Bay because I don't know where else he was a tight end coach.
He told me that too. I can't remember who the second guy was.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was possible. But I guess Brett Favre was out there slinging it to the tight ends, man. So he's
been in Philadelphia.
I think it was in.
Trying to think.
I think he was the tight end coach.
He was the tight end coach.
They had 2 of them.
And had 2 of them as a tight end coach. But then he moved on to quarterbacks and then moved on to OC and got the job in Philly. But I think that kind of understanding of how productive the tight end room or how the mismatches could be kind of when I got to Kansas City, I was a traditional wide tight end. You know, I mean, I played the second tight end because Fasano was the starting tight end for the first 2 years. But I was kind of like that move guy. But when Fasano left and I moved into the starting role, I was a wide tight end. I was running power. I was running 1-back power, 2-back power, inline blocking, doing a lot of deep cross stuff, and then slowly started to step out away from the line and getting called these routes that we're running now, which is more wide receiver style routes against DBs, knowing that we're getting man coverage and I can use my ability to stem and speed to get away and stuff. But he definitely recreated that tight end position for me. And I mean, obviously Coach Reid has done I owe everything in my career to that guy, but he definitely switched it up and made this offense more friendly for me to have success in, man. And I love him for that.
No,
all 3 of us owe a lot to that guy.
Oh, dude, everything. And I believe that you were. I've seen that. Have you ever seen that Scott Van Pelt when it's like and Kelsey like it was the bad
belt
beats?
bowl, man.
That guy was at least 285 right there.
Oh man, that was huge. We had a good story about Jason taking my helmet after that game.
Yeah, there's a whole highlight video from his college tape of him blocking and being like an inline tight end that I made.
You know who made? Yeah, you know who made my college highlight tape?
Oh
Jason
gosh,
Kelsey, baby. If you haven't seen it, unseen footage of Travis Kelce, Jason Kelsey production, baby.
I think it's still on my Facebook.
MySpace, maybe.
I haven't logged into. Yeah, I haven't logged in a while. All right, Travi.
Let's do it, man. Career rewind. I am screwing up with some production crews giving me some tongue twisters. Draft night. We all have draft day surprises. We shared Jalen's draft day surprise about the Eagles, and that was awesome to hear. And then obviously your draft day was wild, man. There was a lot of big name quarterbacks coming out. The Bears traded up to number 2, and the Chiefs traded up to number 10. Did you know? I mean, you knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
You knocked the interview out the park. But did you know? Were you surprised with the Chiefs or what?
Yeah, no, I was surprised they traded up so far to get me, but I knew the whole draft process, I thought I was going to be kind of a late first round pick, and I was honestly kind of happy about it.
Isn't this mind blowing?
Yeah.
Like just mind blowing.
But I was honestly happy about it because when you're in that late
the
first
draft
round is where you like the real good teams are, and you're still a first rounder, so you're really like I can go to a good team, be in a great situation, and as the process went on, I got a feeling that I was kind of going up in the draft, and I had a couple of teams that I think have been out there now that said they were going to draft me, and that's true. Like, it's not like these coaches are making that up. I talked to them during the draft process, and they were like, "Hey, if you're there, we're gonna take you." And so I kind of gave a little inside info to the Chiefs, and was like, "Hey, if y'all let me go anywhere below," at the time I didn't know about the Saints, but I was like, "If y'all let me go 12 or below, I'm going to get drafted by someone else."
You drafted yourself?
And so I gave the Chiefs a
drafted
little
himself in
bit of
Kansas City.
a little bit of info on that, and because I wanted to be here.
Business savvy.
I wanted to be here, and I gave him a little info on that, and I don't know who was at 12 that time, but I knew right around there is where I was going to get drafted. And I texted I didn't text Brett Veach. My agent talked to Brett Veach and the Chiefs staff, and I remember at about pick 9 or 10, Veach sent my agent a little picture of a Red Raider with the guns up, and so I knew that the Chiefs were drafting me, and it was cool, man. I was back home. I was back home with my family. I remember I get drafted and all this, like, you're celebrating with the family and everything like that. Man. And then we go to like the hole in the wall bar my dad's been gone to forever.
Shout out to Silky P.
Yeah, Silky P. And we're playing darts with all my homies from back home at my dad's hole in the wall bar, and it's like standing room only. It was an awesome. It was awesome.
Place sounds awesome,
dude. Man, Jason could live there.
Yeah, this sounds like my kind of establishment. Dude, that is one of the most baller draft day stories. You basically talked them into –
Well, I didn't draft myself, but I knew the Chiefs wanted me, and I was just kind of like, hey, if you let me get a little bit past, I'm going to probably get drafted.
Man.
And they came up and got me. And we already talked about the first year sitting, but, like we've all said, being in an organization like this and like you're in Philadelphia, that makes a lot of guys' careers even to be better than what they would have been. And so I was lucky enough to be in Kansas City and surrounded by greatness, and it helped me become who I am today.
I got to ask Chris to send me that guns up.
The little
pick.
picture? You may get it for you? I'll get it for you.
I need that one, dude. I'm just going to send it to Veach every time you lead us to a fourth quarter comeback.
The last time we talked about the draft day stuff, I didn't even say my draft day story. You and Jalen shared yours, so I'm
talk about kicking it over at 127 West Nixon.
Oh yeah, so we're all over getting ready for and I knew I was a day 3 guy. I knew I wasn't going to get drafted above round 4, but I thought I was going to get somewhere around 4. And really, there are only 3 teams interested in me. Kansas City Chiefs, ironically, was the team I thought I was going to get drafted to.
Ooh, who was that? Romeo Cornell? Who was that?
Pioli was the GM at the time, and the head coach was
Todd Haley.
Todd Haley, thank you. And
that's pretty good, bud.
They seem, he's locked in. Gosh, he's dialed in. And
big Chiefs guy over here.
All right, man. All right.
So, it was either the Chiefs, the St. Louis Rams, or the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Chiefs selected Rodney Hudson. Shout out to Rodney.
Shout out to
unbelievable
Rod.
Center, still
Great
doing his
player.
thing. Mm-hmm. And when they picked him, I was like, oh, man, this ain't looking good. They picked him in like the second round. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen now. And it gets to like round 6, and I'm like, dude, this is not looking good. And I looked at my phone on the app, and I was like, okay, the Eagles got like 2 picks in the 6th round back-to-back. I'm like, maybe this happens. And sure enough, a 215 number comes up, and it's Big Red. And he's like, all right, first he asked me, he's like, are you okay? Everything good? You got any injuries you want to tell me about or anything? I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm straight. He's like, all right, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to hand the phone to our offensive our GM first, Howie Roseman. Then I'm going to hand the phone to our offensive coordinator, Marty Morningwig. Then to Howard Mudd, the offensive line coach. And, and we're going to draft you with this next pick. How you feel? I'm like, man, coach, I'm excited. He's like, all right, you ready to go? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, what did I just tell you? And I'm like, I don't remember anything.
The test, the first day, the first phone call?
First phone call. He's like, hey, man, you're going to be playing in front of 75,000 people. I'm going to need you to know and dial it in here. I was like, gosh.
Big Red for the
Reid.
win again.
On draft day.
Dude, Coach Reid's got bangers, man.
I don't know. My dad's crying right in front of me right now. I don't know what to say.
he probably gets a kick out of just the responses he gets in those moments, man. That's great shit right there. Fuck. We obviously know about the Bears selecting Mitchell Trubisky over you. We just talked about him going up to number 2. Even Mitch himself, former Cleveland guy, we love Mitch. Any truth to the 2019 moment against the Bears, man? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we got 10 fingers here. 10th pick, man.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
You gotta have fun with it, man.
To me, it wasn't. It was never directed towards Mitch. Like I have a ton of respect for Mitch. He's a great guy. Led him to a lot of wins, man. If you ever look back at it, I think he got a bad rap a little bit. I mean, he led them to a lot of wins over there in Chicago.
He's got a bad rap, man. You can't tell me any different, man.
And so, but it was more of when I left that meeting, you know, when you leave a building, you kind of have a feeling like, yeah, I did great there. How they were talking to me, for sure. If they're going to take somebody, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
And so I had that feeling kind of from a couple of teams, and they were one of them. And so I just felt like I didn't feel disrespected. I don't want to say disrespected, but I felt like they gave me the kind of implication that they were going to take me. And then, so the first time I played them, I was pretty hyped up for the game, to say the least. I believe you caught the touchdown right there, huh? You caught the touchdown, the little wide scrape route. But he caught the touchdown, and I let the emotions. Me and Trav talk about this. I don't know about you, Jason. Sometimes I do stuff on the field, and I don't even remember doing it. I just kind of black out and do it. And so once I saw that they got it on video, I tried to wait till I got to the sideline. They got it on video, and of course I knew the question was coming, and I was just like, no, man, I was checking my fingers to make sure they were all still there. So
these things working.
Still got 10 of these things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're working. Jason only has 9, so that counts. That counts.
9 that work. Yeah.
9 that work. So we talk about the blackout moment just a little bit. I think that your excitement, your how locked in you get onto the game, that's really the blackout moment. It's not that, I promise you I did this during the ESPYs, man. I recently I did like little segments at the ESPYs. Steph Curry absolutely rocked hosting it, and that was cool to see, but I was doing little snippets here and there. And my first snippet in the ESPYs, I'm reading the prompter, perfect, say hello to Joe Buck and Albert Pujols as they walk by, and kind of ad-lib a little bit, come back to it, and I just immediately just start to, like, I don't want to say black out, but I do not remember finishing. That's the sentence that was on the prompter, and I hear the music cue, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, they're going into the next scene, and I'm looking at everybody, and everybody's looking at me like, you did great, and I was just like, I don't know what I just did. I don't know what I just said, and I think exactly, and I have those moments for whatever reason where I just get so excited and so engulfed in the moment that I just I don't really think about what I'm doing in the moment. I just kind of, I don't know, I just do it.
It's called being in the zone. What are you talking about?
You
guys are two ballers. You just went in the zone this past game on Sunday night. Like, you go into autopilot. You guys got these minds that just, when you're in the moment, you can't operate at the speed necessary to be that creative and that instinctual by thinking about doing that stuff. It just like happens. It's hard to explain, but I think that's exactly what you guys are explaining. Like, you're just truly in the moment and you're reacting. And it takes a long time to get that comfortable doing something. And, I think the more prepared you are, the better chance you can get to that. But you also kind of just got to be a special type of player, man. Not like to get to that level and to be able to make decisions correctly while also just kind of operating on autopilot. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about. But
100%.
I mean,
you two definitely got that.
I'm not going to lie. I'm terrified of teleprompters. Terrified of them. It's like one of my worst fears. I went to the ESPYs one time, and of course, I was at the ESPYs. They want me to come on stage and read a little thing for the firefighters in L.A. and how they were out there battling fires when we played the Rams that year. And
For
it was,
sure, I can do that.
So much respect. I'm like 100%. I'm doing this. And so I wanted it to be great. So I memorized the whole speech the night before, and I was like, I'm just going to do it straight off memory. I've practiced this in my mirror. I'm ready to go. And I remember I was looking out there, and I was looking, you're talking, but you don't want to make direct eye contact with anyone in the audience.
Oh, man,
and so I was talking, and I was just kind of looking, and I caught the teleprompter, and I was like, oh, no, I got to just start reading it. And, of course, it comes up. It starts coming up, and I'm reading, and I'm doing great. and I see SOU, and I'm like, and for all the the firefighters out there in South Carolina. Southern California. And now, ever since then, I'm terrified of teleprompters.
You fixed it, though. That was the thing. You know what I mean? You didn't just let it ride with South Carolina. You know what I mean? That's the thing. If you can fix it, you're golden. It doesn't matter if it's on the prompter or not, man. I said what I said.
Don't Ron Burgundy it. At least you're not Ron Burgundy. Just saying whatever they're telling you.
Saying whatever on there.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So, kind of moving on here. What was your first oh shit moment in the NFL? I've had probably 3 or 4 of them against some big time goons. Jason referred to blocking Ray Lewis for the first time, but
Ray Lewis, London Fletcher, like that moment where you're like, man, I'm really in the NFL right now. Like, for me, it was always these older guys that you watched playing, and all of a sudden you're like competing against them. Like, it was crazy to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was that for you?
For me, it was a game. It's crazy. It was a game I didn't even play in. It was the first game we played that when I was late to the meeting. The first game we played, we go to New England on Thursday night. Opening, they dropped the banner, all this different type of stuff, and I remember running out in the field and being like, holy, like this is the NFL. Dude, I was in pat and go, and I was firing. We're not pat and go, everybody's just like lobbing them. I'm throwing 50-yard seeds down the sideline. Everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm pumped up. And then I sat and I got to watch the game. Obviously, we had a heck of a game plan. Kareem Hunt had a heck of a game, and
my dog.
And Alex, and so we ended up winning that game. But to me, that was the first moment of being like, man, this is the NFL. I mean, we're playing. I watched Tom Brady my entire life, so I'm like, we're playing Tom Brady, the New England Patriots.
And there's nothing like that post Super Bowl show. You know what I mean? Like, they built that thing. I'm like, they got like what do you call floaties coming onto the field to like celebrate how many rings they have, and you know what I mean? Like, this was like
it's
a
the
full
second parade.
production. Exactly.
Yeah.
First start, week 17 of that season, we play the Denver Broncos. We're fortunate enough to have the number 1 seed going into the last game, and sat Alex Smith and let 1-5 go out there and sling it in the snow. Gone. You're a Texas guy, man. Was that the coldest game you ever played in?
Dude,
leading up to that point?
That was for sure the coldest game. It was 11 degrees. And
I remember being on the sideline and just being bundled up and that not doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah, dude, it was cool, man. And we got the win, so that was awesome. They had their guys playing, but it's week 16, 17, last game for the season, so they're playing, but
anytime
they're not
Von Miller is on the field, it is going down out there. All right,
but you got to be ready.
But
don't fall asleep with that guy out there.
The craziest part of that game was we got up. We ended up getting up 24-10, and Coach Reid, they ended up taking me out of the game. It was in the fourth quarter, and we were going to let Tyler Bray play, who was a great guy who had worked his tail off to be there, and we had Sherm because our running back got hurt. We're down numbers, and so Sherm was playing running back full time. Like our fullback, I don't know, Anthony Sherman, for everyone that doesn't know,
the sausage.
And so he was playing running back, and we had an outside zone called, and he ran inside zone because that's all fullbacks do. They had a little miss handoff, and
I'm not making it out to that tackle. Let's stay in this guard pocket right here.
And we had a little fumbled handoff. The first play Tyler Bray was in, touchdown. And so he scores a touchdown, and then
T-Bray, man, that was a fucked up situation.
And then so now we're in 4-minute mode, and we go 2 runs, get to like 3rd and 6, and we go pass and we get an incompletion. They go right down the field again and score a touchdown and tie the game. And so they ended up putting me back in the game that game, and I was able to get us in field goal range, and we got the field goal to win. But I'll tell you what, when it's 11 degrees to get pulled out of the game and then put back into the game,
like,
that
was a good day's work, boys.
You got to re-warm up and everything. It wasn't.
No. Pat, get your helmet. What? I'm going. All right. We're going back in there. Warm this thing back up. Doggone. It was well orchestrated.
Yeah. Well, I got lucky though, because there's always like one starter that is dressed, but he's not supposed to play. Well, we had an injury at receiver and running back, so Sherm goes in at running back, and we bring Albert Wilson back in at receiver, and I was like, well, I'm going to throw it to him every single time. And so he ended up having like 12 receptions from the second quarter on for like 130 yards, and he had 2 big receptions on that 2-minute drive.
Yeah, Albert Wilson was awesome that game. That was fun, man. You were actually the first QB in 38 years to be drafted by Kansas City and start in your first year. Hit an early milestone, and just been knocking them out ever since then, man. Just Kind of talk about just the early milestones that you hit. I mean, the first year you actually started, we took the league by storm, 55 touchdowns, MVP Pat, man, MVP Pat. Was it shocking? Were you just on a roller coaster that you had no idea you were about to be on? Or
that's exactly it, dude. Like, now that I look back on it now, I'm like, I was on this roller coaster of just excitement, and I had no idea what I was doing. But it was fun, man. I want to throw this story in there as well. Like, I remember my first game. Like, Tyreek had a huge game, but Travis had one reception for 6 yards. And you look at our relationship now, and you would be like, that is crazy. But my dad tells this great story like, we win the game, and Travis, he's the team player. He's all hyped up in the locker room. And my dad said they go to, like, the family area. We have, like, the family area. You see everybody. And Travis gets out there first, and he's going to see the fam and everything like that. And he could just tell that Travis was, like, not down, but kind of like, man, I could have played better.
Oh, for
and
sure.
my dad, big Silky P, just kind of went over there. He said he went up there and grabbed Travis and said, he's gonna throw it to everybody. Hey, so just know your time's coming. Your time's coming. Next game we play the Steelers. Travis has 142 touchdowns, and so and my dad said he grabbed him after, and he said Travis came right up to him and was like, I told you. Yeah.
Silky P don't lie now. Silky P ain't gonna lie.
But the excitement. I mean, we rode that momentum the whole year, man, and we were out there slinging it around, scoring a lot of points, and it was a lot of fun, man. And winning that MVP was awesome. But I look at it now, and I'm just like, I didn't even appreciate how great that season went, how fun that season was.
Yeah.
We ended up losing the AFC Championship game, but it was obviously a great starting point to my career, just to kind of go out there and say I can do it.
Heck yeah! To all the youngsters out there that are listening to the podcast, man. The transition from high school to college, from college to the pros, and being ready for all those moments, man. Do you have any just advice or anything that you could just throw out there for those guys?
Yeah, I would say be all in. If you truly care about this thing, man, be all in. And when I look back at my career, I think about in college, I feel like I wasn't all in. I did everything I was supposed to do. I went to class. I would go do the workouts and stuff like that when I was supposed to be there. But once I got to the NFL and saw what all in actually was, I realized why I didn't win more games in college.
Hell yeah.
And so I just think if you're gonna really try to chase these dreams, follow them. But if you're gonna follow them, make sure that you're all in, because in order to be great and to really succeed and to get to this part of your career, you have to be all in every day.
You heard it here first, folks. We've been talking about it for a while. Jason actually had a good story about Kobe saying fueling yourself with knowledge. I feel like that has so much. Just be curious, man. Just be curious. You just want to get as much information as possible and just keep building that and building that.
I also had I think it's important to test your boundaries, man.
Yep.
Like, for me in college, like, I thought in high school I knew what hard work was. And then I got to college, and you're like, oh, man, like, I haven't been working hard at all. Like,
those college workouts they're mental workouts.
College
they're
workout
mental
I ever
workouts.
had, and I kind of think this is good for, like, every freshman and really rookies to go through. Like, my first workout I ever had, the guy it wasn't even trying to be productive. He's just trying to beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Right? And he's at the end of the workout, we did so much upper body. He says, all right, if you can take this Bosu ball, like those big rubber balls, if you can take this thing, hold it above your head, it weighs about like 5 pounds maybe, and walk around the whole like gym, which was not that big in Cincinnati at the time. We hadn't built the new one yet. Then you don't have to clean up the weight room. I made it like 10 feet. And then I had to clean up the whole like. But like, before you do that, before you push yourself to those limits, you don't know that you can actually go do that much work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know what truly being tired is. And so it's important to get to those levels. And just like you were saying, Pat, man, like, you got to be all in to get there. You got to you got to have faith in your coaches, your teammates, and everybody that, by giving it your all, that it's going to work out.
Yep.
So, Pat, you got a crazy stat out there that I'm about to drop right now. So I've been playing football for 12 years. This is my 12th season. We just had our first double-digit comeback win in the fourth quarter in my entire career.
Shut up. That is not
I swear to God.
That was a great comeback win.
It's just a real Eagle stat.
It was a good one.
The last time they did it was in 2010, the year before I got there, or something like that. It was the Miracle Meadowlands with Deshaun Jackson. Big D-Jack taking that punt return back.
I remember that one, though. Yeah.
So, Pat, you have the highest win percentage when trailing by 10-plus points. You have the highest winning percentage of any quarterback in the history of the NFL, above Tom Brady. Why don't you just spot teams 10 points?
No, man, it's
that's on Spags, man. That's on Spags. Spags ain't trying to give up 10 points like that.
No, it's cool, man. I know it's the quarterback answer, but it takes way more than me. If you think about that stat, that takes everybody. I mean, the defense has to shut the door, just kind of like this last week in L.A. I mean, if you look at the second half against a L.A. team that has freaking playmakers everywhere. The defense gives up one touchdown on a miraculous catch on a go ball down the sideline on 3rd and 18. So, I mean, it takes the defense has got to step up and shut the door. It takes the offense just finding a way. That's a lot of the times. A lot of times you go out there and you score fast, and then the defenses adjust, and you kind of get in this little bit of a funk. And so when you can just find a way to just hey, let's just keep pushing. Let's just keep pushing. Let's keep finding a way. And it takes leaders. I mean, obviously, I think of myself as a leader in the locker room. But you got Travis, you got Chris Jones, you got Willie Gay, you got Nick Bolton, you got Orlando Brown, you got Joe. Everybody, they don't give up, and I think that's been a big thing. And I think we've done it now a couple of times. And so once you've done it a couple of times, whenever you're in that situation, you're like, we're gonna find a way. We don't know how, but we're gonna find a way. And the craziest one's for sure that gets the Texans in the playoffs. So, I mean, what a change of events from how that game started in the divisional round. When we get down 24-0, and it's like we can't find a way to make anything positive happen. Then all of a sudden they give us some life with a couple fumbles and we're back in the game. And so it's just guys believing, man. And it takes more than me. I think Coach Reid and Coach Bieniemy, all these Coach Spags, they lead us. They don't stop calling plays. They don't stop giving us a chance to make plays. I'm going to try to keep those numbers down so that we're not down 10 because it's not a great position to be in. But if we're there, we know we've done it before.
There you go, man. One of my favorite, and Coach Bieniemy, as you know, has some of the best quotes.
The best.
Any football coach could ever have. Well, one of my favorite ones is, we have to find a way to drag our ass across the finish line.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, as long as we get across that finish line, I don't give a damn how we do it.
Dude, Dude, and you gotta have it. You gotta give yourself a chance to have a chance.
Give yourself a chance to have a chance.
You gotta give yourself a chance to have a chance.
To have a chance.
Chances, baby.
I mean, just ones that you hear them all the time. You just kind of throw them away, and then you're in those moments, and you're like, we just gotta drag our asses across this finish line. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
It goes back to Howard Mudd, man. What is it? Just shake his hand.
Shake his hand. To talk like Sean Connery. Oh, man, this guy just went inside of me. He went outside of me. He ran right through me the play before that. What do? Shake his hand. Hey, man, those little tidbits that make all the difference. I guess, what makes you so good, do you think, in these late situations, these 2-minute situations? I know you probably don't like doing this. I mean,
what can you account to it, though?
You're
such an instinctual player. Like, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
I think you see it with all the greats, and that's what I'm trying to get to. Is at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect pocket. It's not going to be the play call is not going to be perfect every single time. But how are you just going to find a way to compete? And that's something that I pride myself on, and I played every sport growing up. Yeah. And I just wanted to win. I didn't care how it looked. I didn't care how it got done. I just wanted to win. And if you look at our last drive, I mean, this last week, I mean, other than the last play when it kind of worked out perfectly, we had the man play called, Travis breaks free, wins, and gets scores. It was like we were kind of just making stuff happen on the fly. So it's how can you be focused in chaos? How can you not let the moment be bigger than what it is? And we've prepared ourselves. Coach Reid puts us in those situations all training camp, all during the season, and a lot of times he puts the offense in a situation where it's not looked at as winnable. Yeah. And so when you've been put in those situations, you go back to those fundamentals of, all right, I'm going to go through my reads. If it's not there, I'm going to run. I'm going to go through my reads, and if it's not there, I'm going to scramble and try to get someone else open. It takes everybody, and I just try to do whatever I can to win at the end of the day, and it's worked out well for me. But like I said earlier, I don't want to be in those situations a ton, but if we're there, I'll be ready for them.
I feel like, and this is a big shout-out to Tom, but I feel like the standard of what those 2-minute situations are, I mean, we've seen – Tom Brady be in a situation like that, and it just in the back of your mind like what's possible. You know what I mean? And to be able to understand and be comfortable in the moment of what is possible. You know what I mean? It takes doubt and doesn't even make it a situation. And a lot of that goes to our guy Joe Blameyer.
Yep.
Every single Saturday morning, putting us through like a Chris Berman 2-minute or 3-minute.
I'm talking about from like Division III to the NFL. He's our high school in Alabama. He has every 2-minute situation you've ever seen. So
we'll put this more into perspective. Coach Blamar is our wide receivers coach, but he does a lot on situational football at the end of game, so that we understand a lot of what's going on and to get more knowledge of what's possible. On top of it just being some of the most entertaining fucking shit you see. We bring in the Cal Stanford. The band is on the field.
It's chaos.
He brought up the Meadowlands, Miracle in the Meadowlands with Deshaun Jackson before, and he makes it at ease being in those moments because we understand what's possible. On top of we got 1-5, we got Coach Reid dialing it up. We got the playmakers to make the plays, and on top of that, we've seen what's possible before. So there's a certain standard of, all right, what can we get done? How we're going to attack them, and it's way. We talked about kind of a little bit of just feeling comfortable in that moment, but it's. That this past Sunday versus the Chargers was just – it wasn't necessarily – I want to say it was a comfortable feeling, but we knew that we two timeouts left with 1:40 left, what exactly was possible, man, and that only gave us confidence,
Yeah. Well, Pat, you said a couple of seconds ago that you don't really care how it looks, right? You just want to win. Well, for someone that doesn't care how it looks, you make it look good.
Make it look good, dog. All right,
sidearm, behind the back. Look. When you're doing all these like unique things, these creative things, are these things that you've practiced before? Is there a method to it, or are you just like trying to have fun?
I've for sure practiced. I try to put myself in those situations during the off season and practice the sidearm throws and no look throws and stuff like that. Not the behind the back, even though. I want to still do it. I'm scared to do it. But no.
Every time he does it in practice, I just scream, "Do it in the game!" I'm trying to see that shit.
No, but you just try to prepare yourself for those moments. The quarterback positions change so much. And like I said, everything's not perfect. I mean, these D linemen have gotten better and better, which I know you know. And so
it used to be so easy. Fire zone over here, fire zone over there. We got this.
But
T stunt. Holy shit, where the fuck that guy come from?
And then in my baseball background, I got the sidearm stuff. But I will say, when I'm doing some of the stuff, though, in the back of my head, all I think about is if this shit doesn't work, Coach Reid's going to get on my ass.
He's right here.
Just so I just make sure if I do throw the no-look pass or if I throw the sidearm pass, that I make sure it's completed.
Yeah, I've thrown a pick before, unfortunately, and I couldn't even look Coach Reid in the eyes. I threw the pick.
It was a beautiful
immediately
pick. It was a tight spiral. Should have never thrown it back across the field. I don't know what you were thinking, but it was a beautiful throw.
The crazy part is he asked about it. I don't know if y'all have told this story. I think, but he asked about it in install. He said, "What if this guy's open?" And Coach Reid was like, "Do not throw him the ball.
Do not."
There's not a progression in this, Travis. And then I looked at D-Rob. I was like, just run that shit. Spags. What's funny is it was against Spags. It was against our D
coordinator. Right. It was against the Giants.
Long story short, I saw what they were in. I knew Tyreek was going to get gloved or not be open, and I was just like, you know what, D-Rob might slide out in it. All it took was an instinctual, like a few steps to the right, just a peek, dude. Just a peek, and it was like either I'm about to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage or this thing's going up, and it was my only chance to throw the football in the National Football League.
No one noticed in the game the other day, this dude pitched me the ball back.
Dude.
First off, I made a horrible read. The end crashed, and I still pitched it to him. I was just like, here you go. And then he looked back at me. I made eye contact with him. He was just like, here. I was like, what am I going to do with it? I'm just stuck with the ball now.
What you're going to do is you're going to try to make a play. I'm going to be behind you, and then you can then lateral it back to me. We're just going to make a whole thing of this.
He's blacked out. He's in the zone. He's not thinking.
This is true.
There's no thought process going on.
This is true.
It's like who'd you do that before? Was that LaShawn?
Yeah, dude.
McCoy?
Yeah.
That
Shady,
play
baby.
was so filthy.
That was God.
that might be one of my
Backyard ball,
favorite
baby.
plays.
That was
freaky
electric,
time,
man.
as we
That
call
was
it.
electric. We had like 5 turnovers that game, I think, leading up to that point. So it's like everybody on the sideline, hold on to the ball. Hold on. 5 points of pressure on that thing. High and tight. Close the elbow. Chin that thing. You know what I mean? Like, let's take care of it this time. We've kicked ourselves in the face enough with these turnovers. And bad play breaks down.
First off, I'm just like running to the right, and I'm just like off my back foot, just like somebody find it. Dude, catch it before his feet hit the ground. He already pitched it.
I already knew where I was going with it. I felt Shady's eyes on me. I'm just like, oh yeah, Shady's always ready.
Hot potato. He's gonna be down in on this.
He's got me, but he don't got you.
Well, as a great player, right, I guess is open up for all of us. Like, is there any criticism about your game that either bothers you or you feel is legit? I'll go first. I have always been criticized for my snapping, and to be honest, it's not very good. I got a fast snap. It's off targets occasionally. It's really remarkable as someone who can't snap the ball that I've played 12 years of center.
Scott, how are we weighing this
Snuck
thing out?
that one out.
We can deal with that. He
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
He does a lot of other good shit. That's awesome, man. For me, it's definitely blocking. That's no elephant. That's no secret, man. Everybody's harping on me about my blocking and things like that, and I've taken heart to that, man. I've been a guy that, I try and make myself more of a blocker, more of a physical presence in the run game, knowing how much I can have success in receiving and things like that. But yeah, man, there's some good defenders out there. I don't know if you've seen, man, holding the block in the NFL isn't the easiest thing to do. Although George Kittle does make it look easy and fun, man.
Yeah, and for me, it was more, I think, when I was coming out of college. But everybody thought of me as this like gunslinger that threw all these interceptions and all these touchdowns. And we had to score a lot in college. And I still, if you look at my college stats, I never really threw a lot of interceptions. But they were just like, in the NFL, though, they're going to be interceptions. He hasn't done it yet, but they're going to happen.
Yeah.
And
it's going to happen.
And so
Trust us.
I had the little spot last year where I threw a couple of them, but I've always valued taking care of the football, so I try to get rid of that thing from my MO or whatever critique that people like to say of me. But in this game, if you're not towing that line, I feel like you're not playing aggressive enough. And so there's times in games where I know, like, I get a little wound up. I like everybody else. I'll make a cool play where I like scramble around. Like in the Jags game, I scrambled around, made a cool play, and then I try to do it again and throw an interception. And I'm just like, I know, it's me.
Yeah.
It's too much. And so I just try to stay on that fine line, but not get too aggressive.
Yeah, but you got to put the foot on the gas in this league. You can't play timid or wait for other people to win the game, especially as a quarterback, man. If you believe in yourself, you got to go out there and get that thing.
Oh, you got to give guys chances. That's big on me. Give guys chances to make plays. That's why I've never been a big like completion percentage guy. Like that's never been like my favorite stat to kind of keep high. You want to obviously have a high completion percentage, right. But I feel like if you're not kind of pushing the limit and giving guys chances, and then another thing is throwing the ball away and not taking sacks, I feel like you're hurting your team. And so I've never been a big completion percentage guy. I'm someone that likes to push it, and I want it to be high, and I want it to be like having success, but I want to make sure that our guys are having chances to go out there and make plays.
Chances.
Love it.
Chance to have a chance, baby.
You're pretty good with the stats. Right now you're leading the MVP voting. What's your mindset going into a season? Like obviously not a lot of changes, but you're losing Tyreek, one of the biggest playmakers on the Chiefs over the last few years.
Best receiver in the league, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, coming into the season, are you focused on MVP type, or are you just more on the success of the team?
No, I mean you don't. I don't think anyone, focuses on the MVP and stuff like that. I mean, you shouldn't be if you want to be a great team. I just focus on winning. I knew. Losing Tyreek is losing Tyreek. He's the best receiver in the league. It's gonna be big for anybody to lose a guy like that. But even more than, we brought a lot of great players in. I think I just looked at Coach Reid and I was like, this dude has had success with whoever is on the field, quarterback, receivers, tight ends, running backs. Yeah. And I'm like, So if I just listen to what he has to say, we're going to have success. So I did that, man, and I tried to took it on myself to I'll have a bigger responsibility in the offense, and you got to get through your reads better. You got to be better at getting it to the right guy and giving guys chances to make plays. And we had a lot of guys that have stepped up, man. If you look at our team, it seems like every week it's a different receiver kind of having the big game.
It's been so fun to watch,
dude,
man.
It's been cool, man, and I'm so happy for those guys, man, because they kind of got a bad rap coming into the season. I was looking at it, and I know Travis was looking at it like, man, these guys can ball. I don't know what everybody's talking about.
I don't know what y'all over here talking about.
And so just see guys that are going out there and having success. Sky had the big game last year, and I've seen that. This last game, and I've seen that talent all year long. You see guys like Justin Watson, who
J-Watt, baby, up top J-Watt, baby.
Who I saw in the OTAs. I think it's a story that's out there, and I called Brett Veach. I'm like, hey, how fast is this white guy we got out here, man? Because he's over. I can't even throw it far enough. This guy is outrunning me.
This guy's running up and down
I call him Forrest Gump. And that's cat's out of the bag now.
you see?
Have you ever seen Forrest Gump? He has that Watson has that perfect form.
It's like a machine.
He's just like this the entire time.
Who taught Tom Hanks how to run? That shit was great.
But no, so I call him Forrest Gump. He's making plays for us.
It's the Penn grad, man. The old Ivy League, baby. Every single time he catches it, makes a big play. I just see him get up. It's like, mass equals 4 times the celebration. It works every time.
No, he was born with club feet. He had to teach himself how to run it at a later stage.
The worst is you got to see this guy how he throws a football. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. The most robotic, arm.
I want to see it in slow motion.
Can't do it.
I don't know how it comes out of his hand. It's never a spiral. I don't know how he even thinks.
You know, Coach Reid gives everybody a chance to have a throw in this offense. He's like testing the receivers, the tight ends, everybody out. And we were like, "Hey, J Watt, man, you want to? Can you throw?" He's like, "Nah, man, nah."
that ain't my job.
And we were like, "Come on, just give us one." He was just. I was like, "What?" How can you be so athletic and that's what you got? Then, but
that's crazy, man. Jay Watt stepping up. It's awesome to see him do his thing, man.
But yeah, we got everybody stepping up, man.
Juju, MVS, you name it, man. Everybody's in.
And to answer your question, man, you never think about that MVP stuff. If you do, you're in the wrong sport, man. All you think about is going out there and winning games, playing for your team, and at the end of the day, you want to win that Super Bowl. And if that's not your only goal, then you aren't playing the right sport.
Yeah,
love it. What do you think you're still improving? Or do you think? I mean, I think this is
forever.
Kind of
I think you have to be improving. I mean, everybody knows.
The moment you're not getting better, everyone's catching you, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I've got the best improvement I've made is I've become patient, which I had to last year with all the coverages we were getting. I learned how to throw it to the running back. It was hard for me. I would every time I'd look downfield and I'd just be like, if he can just get an extra, that safety might come down a little bit. But I learned how to throw it to the running back and let those guys make stuff happen in space. And once I did that, it opened everything else back up. And so I want to continue to improve, man. I want to continue to get better. I want to make it easier. I want to be where Tom is, where it's like he knows what coverage the defense is in by how the nickel is aligned and everything like that. And like you said, man, you know that, man. If you're not improving, you're getting caught by somebody. And there's a lot of great quarterbacks in this league, man. Y'all have one of them, and I'm trying to just take a quick step every time they take a step. I'm gonna take another one and just try to keep it going.
You're talking about patience, man. I always laugh at how fast your mind is actually moving, dude. I feel like his mind works at like a fast forward speed compared to everybody else's. And you can tell when he's tapped in, like trying to play golf with this dude, he tries to break the record for the fastest round every single time.
Slowest golfer of all time.
Dude, I'm talking about he's hitting his third shot.
Angel Cabrera, no practice swings, walk up to the ball,
dude,
boom, hit it.
Just knows exactly what it is. But you see him on the field, and sometimes they shoot to him after a play, and he's like kind of thinking, and he's always doing this, right?
Yeah.
Pat McAfee, shout out to Pat McAfee show. He made this kind of where I'm going with this, but he's like, give me the play. Give me the play. I need it faster. I need it right now. Give me it. And he's always got his tongue right here. And he's not looking at shit, but he's thinking of everything. Situation, what's going on, play call, formation, all this. And it's just, that boy is so tapped in. So tapped in that you already know whenever you see him just.
That's the old Silky P, man. That's where I got it
Give
from.
me that thing. Is that Silky P?
Yeah, so I think my dad got it from Jordan. He got it from
Okay.
Michael Jordan, and then he did it. And like as a kid, I'm watching my dad play professional baseball, so I'm trying to do everything he's doing, and every pitcher And then I started doing it as like a kid, as a habit, and now it's every time. And now Sterling's doing it now, dude. And
caught Sterling doing it.
I catch Sterling doing it. I'm like, it just runs in the family. I love it.
Well, this is actually good that we're talking about MJ because we wanted to touch on this too. So Trav has been compared to a lot of receivers. I get compared to pretty much any white fat dude with a beard. You've been compared to basketball players, goats. Which one of these comparisons blows your mind the most? Steph Curry, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. I feel like I don't even have that competitor that he had, man. After watching The Last Dance and seeing that, I feel like I try to be that, but that's one of a kind. I mean, to be that competitive and at all times, like if I shook his hand, he'd be like, I can shake my hand tighter than you can shake your hand. I mean, that's just the type of guy he is, man. And my favorite, I hate talking about myself. Favorite one is the Steph one because I feel like Steph brought a different style of basketball to the game. And I want to try to bring it to where it's not quarterback isn't. That's what I've tried to do is make it where it can be played in different ways. It's not the traditional style. You can still do the traditional style, but you can do it every way. And I mean, Jalen's doing it that way, man. He's evolved throwing the ball, but he can still run. He can make the quarterback runs. He can make the throws. He can do everything, and it doesn't have to be played this certain style that we've become accustomed to. And so that's what I've tried to do in my position is how can I play the game in my way so that people behind me can have a chance to come out here and play the same way.
All right now.
No
Trailblazing.
doubt. Where you're taking the game from. All three of you guys have changed the game. Speaking of GOATs, you grew up an Aaron fan, and you've already had big battles versus Tom. Just like NBA players get together during the off season. Have you had a chance to work with either of these guys?
I haven't worked with him on like football specific stuff. I've seen Aaron a lot with the State Farm commercials and everything like that. I've seen Tom a lot just kind of in passing, some golf stuff, some different things like that. I mean, I learn from as much as they'll give me. I'll take it in and learn from them. Dude, it's cool to just take in any information from those guys. And I know I've talked about it, and the stories kind of came out there. But after we lost to Tom in the AFC Championship game, when he just came up, he grabbed me as I'm walking to the car. I'm obviously upset. He's supposed to be celebrating with his team. And he just said, hey, man, I just want to let you know you're doing it the right way. And just him saying that just validated everything that I did that year. It was just like, all right, all this time that I've been in the building and putting that work in, the GOAT is literally saying you're doing it the right way.
That's awesome,
and
man.
so that little things like that, those little
right there, man.
those
It's a
little
true
pieces
leader.
of advice, man, that's stuff that I take and I try to just run with it. And that's helped me become who I am.
Nice, man. Sometimes all we need is just a little reassurance that we're doing shit the right way, man. You know what I mean? All it does is just fuel that confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially when it comes from a guy like that, you know what I mean? Like somebody that has been doing it right for so long, like that's a good feeling. What do you credit to, I guess, your ability to learn so quickly? You know, you come in your first year, you dominate the league. Trav has said you're a big film watcher. Are you also do you have like a photographic memory? Like, how does this work? Are you a big note taker?
I'm a big note taker. I'm kind of all of it. I'm very superstitious. Yeah. So whatever I did in my rookie year, I do exactly the same now. Like I'm a baseball player, superstitious. So I take a ton of notes. Yeah. I'm really good. Obviously, I watch the film and do that different type of stuff. But I'm really good with once I see something, I'm pretty good at knowing what it is when I see it again. Even if it's, I mean, like there's been blitzes I've seen that I hadn't seen since like my second or third year that I see like again this year, and I'm like, I know we haven't prepared for it this week, but I know we need to do this.
Up.
And I call it my little like cabinet, my filing cabinet. I've seen so many different defenses now that I can kind of pull from there. And I'll say like when I go to the sideline with Coach Andy Heck, I mean he's a great offensive line coach that gives me a lot of tools in my toolbox, as they say.
All right now.
And I'm like, hey, I did this because this is what we did versus this team a couple years ago. And he's on the same page with me. He understands it. He gets it coached up to those guys in the offensive line. And that's kind of my biggest thing is I feel like once I've seen something, I'm good at kind of recognizing it and see when I see it again. And so that's been the biggest thing of what's helped me learn. And I remember the blitz thing, how I was talking about the blitz stuff a little earlier is I played the Patriots in New England my first year. and they were doing like this weird, like we call it like the 40 up front, where they have like they don't really have a true nose guard. They kind of have double splits. They have linebackers kind of playing D line and some of that stuff. And I remember being back there like I have no idea what to do to get these 5 guys blocked. And and then ever since then, I mean, thanks Coach Belichick, because ever since then, dude, that's what I'm saying. The blitz protection plan isn't perfect, and I don't feel perfect going into the game with it. I don't feel prepared, and so that's like the main thing I do is I coach Andy Hegg. We get together with him, Coach Matei, Corey Matei, with the quarterbacks. We make sure that blitz plan is perfect going into every game, and it's helped me learn a ton because once you know the fronts and the blitzes, you know the coverages, and so learning it that way is something that that's helped my game go to a different level.
And then you got to throw in the Brad Childress, man.
Oh, it's Coach Chili, dude. You forgot about that, dude?
Chili, baby.
Chili got me my first year, man. Dude, he took me. So Coach Chili was like an analyst, like one of the
passing game analyst.
Yeah, passing game analyst coach, and I couldn't learn those protections my first year. I'm coming from the Big 12, dude. It's like drop 8 every play. So I'm like, sort both sides. Just sort them. We're good. That's it. And so I get out here, and he's like, all right, I'm going to take you through the history of this thing, dude. And he's teaching me, like, 70 protection and 22 and 23, like, dual protection, the old school way. And he's like, this is what you do. And the best thing he ever said to me, though, he goes, and you know what the main rule is, the most important rule? Is when you're hot, throw the hot. And I was like, all right, well, I got to know where my hot is. That's at the end of the day, that's the main thing. And it's evolved, obviously. I mean, everybody's evolved protection-wise, but we do a great job here, man. And I know y'all do too. And it's when you get those old linemen that are smart too, it makes your job a lot easier at the quarterback position. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what the hot is, it's when you know there's a blitz and you're not picked up. So you have to know where your hot route is, the route that is expected to get the ball if you're not picked up correctly.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you could say, that guy's coming, this guy's coming, we're all protected. But then they get you. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got me. You know, that's what they get paid to have a good blitz and have a good scheme. So if you just get got, you just got to know where your hot is, man. Get that thing out so we're not taking L's.
You can't block everybody. You got to know where your hot's at, and you got to be comfortable with where the point or what the protection call is to be able to get it to the hot if it's there. But sometimes I like playing that game too. It's like, I know that the hot's over there, but if we pick this up, we're going to be able to go down the field.
Well, that's the thing, man. You see when the teams blitz, man, if you gash them a couple times, they usually get out of the blitzing pretty quick.
Whoa.
So that's something that we try to take our pride in is let's pick up these blitzes and throw some deep shots, because that's when they have one less guy in coverage.
You know it.
That's right. So you watch a lot of film on the defensive guys. You watch any other quarterbacks around the league to try and draw inspiration?
Yeah. I mean, I've always watched Aaron. I've watched a lot of Aaron because I felt like when I grew up, that was the kind of guy I could model my game after a little bit. I watched Stafford a lot with the sidearms and stuff like that. Yeah. I watched Tom when I was in college a ton because I needed to get better from within the pocket. And so that was a big for me because Tom isn't the fastest guy, but as far as mobility inside the pocket, dude, it's one of the, I mean, obviously one of the best of all time.
He's got great pocket presence,
And so I watched that, and then now you watch some of these young guys, man. I mean, you watch Joe Burrow, you watch Justin Herbert, you watch Josh Allen, all these young guys, and we play a lot of similar opponents, obviously, in the AFC, so you watch them and see how they're kind of dissecting and going against some of these similar defenses. And you take from that, man. And we said, if you're not learning and getting better, then you're stuck where you're at, and everybody's kind of chasing you. And so for me, I do not have too much pride to say that I'm watching all these guys that are younger than me. There's the gifts that they have. I try to incorporate that into my game because if that's the way you get better in this league.
Yeah, for sure. And do you find Travis is well known that he has a rivalry with Gronk. We just talked about other young quarterbacks. Are there any young quarterbacks that you feel like it means a little bit more, like when you're playing against each other, or guys that like you, either out of respect or whatever competitiveness, that you want to win?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've kind of grown this rivalry with the Bills. So with Josh, I mean, obviously it's become a little bit of a rivalry. He's gotten me a couple times now, and we've been lucky enough to beat them in the playoffs and stuff like that. But they're going to be there. I mean, just because of how talented he is and how talented that team is. Herbert, we play him every year now, twice a year, and every single game is like the last possession.
Dude,
and it's going to be a battle.
One, man.
And so that one, and then obviously now, I mean, Joe Burrow, man, he's beat me twice. I haven't beat him at all. So I mean, he's one of the only guys that I think I haven't beat. He came out and he's come back both games and beat me. So a ton of respect to him and that team because they fight to the end and they beat us in the AFC Championship game, man. So that'll be a big game for us when we come up and play them here in a couple weeks.
It's an Ohio football guy, man.
You guys at home or away against them?
We are away. We are on the
Natty.
Back in the Natty on the special turf they got out there.
Yeah, hopefully it's. I think it's new. I think it's new.
Yeah.
We played on that in college and it was bad.
Are you gonna get some Skyline? You talk about Whataburger.
Are you a chili guy?
Some Skyline chili.
I'm not a chili guy.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Not a chili guy.
What's good? Skyline is really more of like a meat sauce.
Still doesn't sound better. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Honestly, I'm not even going if it's like labeled as chili. If I look at it and it looks like that, I'm not eating it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been to Cincinnati, but from everything Travis has told me, awesome place, ton of pride in their city, great fan base. But
Grater's
is
ice cream
thing.
is the only thing I'm snagging if I'm snagging anything Cincinnati wise. If it's I hate to say this, man, but if it's coming out the same way. It looks
the same way it does coming out. Yeah, I get where you're going with this.
I'll just get the noodles that it comes with. Just give me the just butter the noodles up, man. I'll salt and pepper that shit and keep it going, keep it moving. Pat, I know we're actually getting close on time, man. I want to talk about this next segment of Mount Rushmores, man. I've let it be known of my tight end Mount Rushmore. Jason's talked about his and. What's your we also had Jalen chime in on what his quarterback Mount Rushmore would look like, but what does that look like in the eyes of Pat Mahomes?
Man, put me on the spot here. I mean, obviously Tom's on there.
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
Montana's
on there. He's on there. 4 Super Bowls. Got to put him on there.
Shout out to Joe and his sons, man. Both those guys, man. We owe you guys a beer pong game, man.
Dude, Travis, I mean, are you kidding me?
We'll
finish this. Let me finish my Mount Rushmore. We can get to that story. Then you got to throw Peyton Manning would probably be on there.
The sheriff.
For me. And then to me right now, it's probably between Dan Marino and John Elway, and I don't know who that fourth one is. I'm going to give it to Elway just because he has the rings, but Marino, if you look at the stats, dude, his first season, 48 touchdowns in that era.
Back in,
dude,
70s?
Best quarterback
80s?
Season has to be in history. I don't care what anyone says,
That's
dude.
crazy, man.
That thing is one of the most special seasons, and then, like, every single time that I've been putting up and breaking these records, just like Dan Marino had 170 touchdowns in 3 years. I'm like, what?
How were you? Catch that?
I thought they ran the ball back then.
Exactly.
So I mean, just because of the rings, but I mean, Dan Marino's just right there. If he's on the edge of it, if not on there.
Yeah, Ace Ventura.
Right.
Oh, and to finish our story, man, we went to the Masters.
Yeah.
Went to the Masters, dude, and we see Joe Montana, who's like a hero of everybody. And so you go see him, you see him, you're like, hey, he's with us. We're watching.
He's golden. He walks in a room and he
random,
shines.
Random house type party thing. Random house party thing. They have like Jason Aldean playing music. I mean, we're just having a good time drinking some beers, some cold Coors Lights.
And by the way, such a cool dude too. Like great. Joe, one of the coolest guys.
Blue?
Yeah.
Oh man, just
Mountain Blue too. Yeah, always. And then his sons are there, and we're going over to another little house extravaganza,
party,
you know. And so we're like, Joe's going home. We're like, we've been talking to his sons. Like, y'all want to come on with us, man. Before let's
kick it, man.
Go kick it for a little
have
bit.
some fun.
So we go over there, and of course, a beer pong table gets set up, and me and Travis are notoriously known for being great beer pong partners. And so, like, I get over there, and Travis has been at the Masters all day. He's done a lot of walking for Travis. And so I'm over here, like, battling with these kids, and Travis is bounce shotting every single shot. He's like,
Dude,
look
they're
away.
They're leaving the board open, man. They're leaving the board open.
I love
Their
it.
eyes are everywhere.
I love it.
0 for 13.
There's no pity.
0 for 13.
I didn't hit a single one.
And then I hear –
Gotta play aggressive, Pat. Gotta play aggressive. Take shots on the field.
And then I hear through the grapevine that these guys are bragging about how they beat us. And it's because this guy Travis won't lock in.
Dude,
he won't lock in.
I won't lock in. Just take a jump shot, man. I want to freaking bounce this thing in, get 2 for 1 special. Let me get that back?
Pat, did you guys used to play, like, when you take a cup off, if you don't drink it right away, you're just holding it in your hand. If you hit that cup in the hand, it's game over, right?
Game over. Done.
Dude, this is how you know we're brothers. I would just stand there and try and hit that cup. Even if they saw it coming. I'm like, I don't care that you know it's coming. I'm going to slam dunk this into your cup.
Now you know where I get my shit from, man.
I actually think
this guy's been throwing it in my cup the entire friggin' life, dude. Just
Travis,
side doors.
The worst part about it was Travis made the first bounce. And after that, it was just
Felt
every
electric.
time. No, look.
Yeah.
Outside.
It's got to be by surprise. After the first one, you got to catch them off
Meanwhile,
guard.
there's kind of the table's kind of wet, so they're just sliding. They're not even getting high enough to even have a chance.
The best one. Is that Pamela Anderson? Everyone's looking, right? Where? Bounce shot. Ooh, almost got him. He's got to keep coming with right now. My iPad went to shits there. Yeah, nice. That's all I had for the Mount Rushmore. Jason, you want to settle the score?
Sure. Yeah. I thought they wanted to do quarterback plus receiver Mount Rushmore too.
Oh,
Like
man,
duo?
I screwed that up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I screwed that up.
You want me to do the duo?
You're good.
The duo of the Mount Rushmore? Joe Montana and Joe
Jerry
Montana and Jerry Rice.
You can't even say
You can't say his
way
name
to-
right unless it's Joe Montana.
Waterboy, man.
And Jerry Rice. Speaking of Henry Winkler, man,
The
at the
Wink,
game,
the
man.
Fonz,
Yeah, talking about the green notebook. You talking about the notebook I have, man? Yes.
Even put two and two together. Yeah.
I just hate him and I hate him and I hate him and I hate him.
No, but yeah, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Dante Culpepper, and Randy Moss. You gonna take that over Tom and Randy Moss? I mean, both of them are close, dude.
Dang, I mean, Tom and Randy, they had.
I would say Tom and Randy.
They put up 20
just
touch,
'cause
right?
that was the year they went undefeated, dude, and it was like a million touchdowns.
Dominant.
Epic, yeah.
Who else is on that Mount Rushmore? I would say Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin.
Ooh.
Another sneaky one. As a Cowboys fan growing up here, so
Respectable
Jason
for
was
sure.
just
I had
beating us
their
down
action
there, but
figures.
it's all
I
right.
had their action figures.
And then the fourth one. I mean, there's so many great ones. I don't even want to even close it because I want to just leave everybody else on the table. So those three are probably the main ones, and
That
then
was smart.
the fourth one is up for debate for everybody.
That's
Fair enough.
That is fair.
All right, let's get to we're going to settle the score on some things that we've had arguments on the show. And since you're a quarterback, it gives us a quick way to answer these questions. Game day fit philosophy. Dress up or dress down? I already know the answer to this.
I'm a big dress up guy for away games. Away games, suit and tie. Peyton Manning, suit and tie. I throw a little bit of swag on there, but suit and tie and everything like that. Home games, I'm usually a graphic tee and just jeans, like just an easy, comfortable look. Brittany tries to get me to go outside the box, kind of like what Travis is wearing, but I don't know if I have enough swag for that. So, like when Travis wears some stuff, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I even like it, but it's got to be swaggy because Travis is wearing it. When I wear it, it's just gonna I'm just going to get roasted, so why am I going to wear it? So I try to just keep it.
You think I'm not getting smoked? Oh, man, that's the best stuff, man. Post a picture and just read the comments, man. You look like a clown, dog. Nah, I get it, man. I get it. That's why I was going for a clown, actually. That's what I was going for.
Clowns are in.
Better believe it.
What position talks the most trash?
I would say DB definitely. Just the whole group, man. It's just they always are saying something, and so I mean you have to have some confidence to play that position. So I'm the big guy where I run. I try to never take a hit, so I always go down. And they're like, "Man, if you'd have ran at me, you know what I would have done." I'm like, "Dude, you're not trying to hit anybody, dude. You play DB. Are you kidding me?" But I try to stay because you throw an interception, they're going to the end zone. They're taking the picture, everything like that. So you try to stay away from giving them any chance to talk trash.
You know it. We were right there with you. D-line, DB. That's the ultimate.
But the only thing about
Travis.
go ahead.
The
only thing about D-line is I'm a big compliment guy. I'm a big throw the ball. They get close to me. Hey, great rush, dude.
I ain't poking
Great.
that bear.
I'm not trying to make these guys mad. Are you kidding me? Like, why would I want them to hit me harder? I'm just hey, great rush.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, exactly. Let them just play their position. They're competing. They're having a great time.
Our
which
dog
is
Trey
good.
Smith is poking the bear enough.
Dude, exactly.
Bro, that was crazy. That was awesome.
Trey Smith,
The
baby.
highlight video against Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
man. He heard the trash talk, and so
Yeah.
he
Is
Is he like that all the time?
Interstate 65. If you poke that bear,
He's one of those quiet guys that at the moment anything is said, he's gonna go nuts, and so
God,
he's
I love that.
it's great to have those guys on the team, man. And
Baldy.
I don't have to be that
Yeah.
guy. I just let them. I mean, Travis, I'm like grabbing him by his horse collar the whole time, like, hey, bring it back in, man.
Well, I mean, I was the kid at the amusement park that was on the leash, so that's me.
Mom did have to leash.
Can't get it. Travis.
True story, huh?
Yeah, go on. Oh, for sure.
Heel.
Like our first used to give me like a candy, like caffeine rush or like a sugar rush, and I would just be everywhere, just like dragging my parents across the amusement park. I remember one of the first times that we went, like I wasn't on the leash. My mom was like, "All right, this is where if we ever anybody gets lost, we come right here." It was like one area, and all I heard in my mind was like, I'm about to get lost and just meet right back here at the end of the day.
Sounds like we know where we're going. We're coming right back here. I'll see y'all later. Well, we talked about Travis a little bit earlier. Do you think Travis could have played quarterback in the NFL?
No.
You're not the only one, dog.
No, I mean, I think he has the physical talent to play quarterback in the NFL, but he's like he says, there's those times where he kind of blacks out. It's
no
just,
patience, man.
If you've ever played Travis in ping pong, you know why he can't play quarterback. Dude. Travis is a good ping pong player, but
beer pong.
Or beer pong. Yeah. He's too aggressive, man. And ping pong, I'm a big returner, and I'll just return it. I know he's going to try to spike it, and he's going to hit 1 out of 8. I mean, he's going to have it, but I'm going to score 7 points. Those ones he missed. So he's too aggressive. Just let him just go out there and get his aggression out, trying to run dudes over.
I get caught in the fun of the game, man. I get caught in the fun of the game. Can't have too much fun. I get caught flanking. You can't flank as a quarterback. You just cannot flank.
The old Ali approach in ping pong. Just let him punch himself out.
Exactly.
I can't help myself, man. I see that thing sitting in the prime spot, and I'm just like,
Other than quarterback, what do you think is the hardest position to play in the field?
DB 100%, man. Especially with the rules, how they've changed. Those guys are put in tough positions, man, and so they have to play defense. And they have to not know where the receiver's going, but there's a chance they get picked by someone else. But they have to stay. They have to not put their hands on the guy, and they have to hold their ground, but not to hold their ground too much because they might get a pass interference. So, and they have to have the quickest memory, man. If they make one mistake, it's like the next play they have to try to make something happen. So definitely, that DB position is definitely a tough one.
I think all three of us agree on that one.
Yeah.
Would you sign a baby?
I will not sign a baby.
Would you let somebody sign
You won't
Sterling?
sign a baby?
Would you let somebody put Sharpie on Sterling?
No, that's what I'm saying. I will not. I'll sign a baby's clothes. I will the clothes. Yes, I will sign the clothes, but
not the forehead.
No, no forehead. No Ricky Bobby forehead signing coming out of me. I'm very hesitant to sign anybody's actual body, but I did sign someone's. They had a champ stamp, and I signed their champ stamp, and they got it tatted on top of their champ stamp. So, champ stamp, picture of me
to the kingdom,
right
baby.
there.
Yeah,
She's kingdom, baby.
Okay. All right.
Tattoos,
and your autograph is forever
tattooed on this man's lower back. Yes.
Yeah. Dude, the kingdom's real, baby. The kingdom's real, man. That's what we do out here. We're all in. We're invested. We're invested, man. One last thing, man. We do this every single week, and this is the New Heights Stamp of the Week, where we show praise to anybody taking their game to new heights.
My New Heights Stamp of the Week, I'm going to keep it close to home. I'm going to throw it to Sky Moore, baby. We talked about it a little earlier. Someone that, had some early struggles as far as dropped a punt. I mean, everyone does it.
Yeah.
You learn from your mistakes. You go out there. Obviously, we were down some receivers this week. He gets thrown into action, makes big catches that kind of change the tide of the game. Wins, helps us get down there to win the game on the 2-minute drive. And someone that I have so much belief in, man, so much trust in, and I'm glad to see that he can make a plays on a big night like Sunday Night Football, man. So that's my New Heights Stamp of the Week.
All right, now that's the second Chiefs wide receiver taking his game to new heights, man. We got Jay Watt, the first game Jason had Justin Watson, man, or both the Watsons, both the Jay Watts on the Chiefs had a huge game that first week. So, well, very nice, man. Shout out to Sky Moore taking his game to new heights.
Way to go, Sky. Well, I think I speak for both Travis and I. This was awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
You're the best. I appreciate you, brother.
Man, I feel like we're going to need to do a sequel, kind of like that Andy Reid sequel you got coming up with State Farm. Maybe we can agree if we're both playing each other in the Super Bowl Me, you,
Wow,
Travis,
Some pressure.
Jalen. Maybe
Let's do it,
Super Bowl
man.
episode
Let's
down
do
the
it,
road.
man.
Let's talk it into existence,
Talk
baby.
it into existence, man. We'll hopefully get
You
the Super
speak
Bowl
it,
rerun.
and it shall be, maybe. Yeah, get Paul.
You're the best, brother.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
taking the time, man.
Always, man. Appreciate y'all, man. This is awesome. Love what y'all are doing. Let's keep this thing going,
Let's
baby.
keep it going, man.
Thank you so much, Pat. Well, that about wraps up our very special guest huddle edition of New Heights. Thank you for Pat for stopping by. We'll be back next Wednesday. Watch and subscribe on YouTube to the New Heights channel and listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show. We can't leave without thanking the production crew. Thank you guys for everything you guys are doing. You guys are the absolute best. And, Patty, you're the closer, baby. Any last words?
Last words, man. Appreciate y'all. New Heights hooligans. Appreciate y'all as well.
Shout out to the hooligans.
It might be official now.
It has to be.
It might be official.
Thank you.
Yeah.